to go to the next village over and had the fight of our lives. Well,
Right?
it wasn't quite
Right?
that bad. It's only when the critical hit happened when I got nervous. So I
You
guess
did
We
that
eat
almost
somebody.
got annihilated.
You did eat somebody, so I figure that's on you.
I tried to stop it. Okay, I don't feel like that was my fault. Ash feels like that was her fault, but I tried to stop it.
You didn't try hard enough.
Apparently.
Oh,
I'm just saying I'm judging you, that's all.
It's just Soylent Green, man. It's fine. It's fine.
like, oh, everyone.
Okay. Now, our heroes, if we can call them that, after what happened to that poor farmer.
Hey, we saved one of the farmers, okay? One's still alive. 1 out of 3 is a win in my book.
Left Barovia, split up with Theris, left Barovia, and went out to set out to go to the village of Valaki, or the town of Valaki. In the middle of the night, they were assaulted repeatedly by a, combination of scarecrows who decided to make a modern art display with blood, guts, and viscera from farmers in the middle of the road, a pack of zombies, and an old friend who they promptly dealt with. They have set up camp because they can no longer continue. The horses are simply too tired after, being pushed to exhaustion, particularly after they stampeded over was it 4 zombies, I believe?
3 or 4.
Yeah, I think it was 3 or 4 zombies.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter. Dave was dead.
They died a horrific, horrible death. Again. So Theris has been lingering in Barovia and just wrapping up some loose ends, talking to some people, and
Making sure that we salt the earth around that goddamn house.
yes, Trevarin actually shows up, riding a black nightmare and bringing another one in tow, while Theris is lighting the probably 4th fire on the remains of that house.
Only 4? You've been slacking.
He's good with the kidneys.
No, failed out of paladin school.
He's good with the kidneys, guys. He's not so good with the matches. Put on some.
Not all of us can forget everything we were taught. Some of us weren't educated in the first place and are doing better that way.
So Trevarin comes up to Theris, and he talks a little bit about this damned house that he is glad to see has been burned to cinders. He also helps, by the way.
Piece of heavy wood on the fire.
Yeah, he literally, he sees what you're doing, takes one look at the house, looks up at the night sky, and he goes, "It's been a good day. You know what? Fuck it." And then he starts, he invokes something in what you presume is the language of devils, draws a symbol into the air, and you smell just kind of a sulfuric, kind of really just ash and sulfur kind of smell just fills the air, and the flames take on an unnatural green hue.
That looks a little bit like something I saw Ash do once.
Would not surprise me. She has mastery of magic's most unnatural.
Well, I wouldn't go so far as to call it mastery.
Even I would say that's a bit of a stretch of mastery.
At least she's good at the murder part.
To be fair, that part's easy. Even I can do that.
You just cast sneak attack until they stop moving.
I cast kidney stab.
It's one of the most effective spells
Hey,
on my
Zale, how's
sheet.
it going? Your companions, I think, are going to be in for some trouble tonight. I believe the Dark Lord has left the estate.
I see. Well, I know where they're headed. I
I
guess
can
should
take
get after
you to
them.
them, if you would like. He gestures to the second nightmare. Its flaming mane is just like, swaying lightly in the breeze.
I'm gonna pause for a long moment, think about that for a second, and then just decide internally, you know what, if it tries to eat me, I'll stab it. Yeah, whatever it takes. If they're in trouble, I need to get to them.
Very well. So you set out, and he explains a little bit about the house and why he had sent you guys there. He had it on fairly good authority that the cult had once again taken up activity within the house. And he believes that the house's most recent occupants, who should have been dead centuries ago, but, nothing stays dead in this damned place.
Including the trash and the moss. We found that out.
Yeah. And he goes, he tells you that the nursemaid's child was the illegitimate love child with the Lord of the Houses. And it was born stillborn, but no one ever found the body of the child. Only they found the nurse stabbed to death, the nursemaid.
That explains quite a bit.
He believes that perhaps the cult has either taken the babe's body or somehow have ripped its soul out from the afterworld and took it with them on their escape from Barovia.
What the hell use do they have for a dead baby?
You really don't want the answer to that question? Or
You're
do
right,
you?
You're right. I think the only question I need is where the hell they still are.
He believes that they were probably heading towards Vallaki, where they could escape the Dark Lord's gaze. Supposedly, the beast does not deal with Vallaki at all.
Oh, good. Hey,
Allegedly.
I knew I'd find something we agree on someday. I feel dirty now, but I knew it would happen.
He chuckles at that. No, it's fair enough. As you begin to ride, the shadows seem to straighten and lengthen around the edges of your vision. Time and space seems to stretch before you as the road that you're running upon seems to become distorted and wavy.
I'm doing my very best to remind myself I do not know about this magic shit. I do not want to know about this magic shit. I'm not paying attention.
Roll a Constitution check.
Okay, one second. This is not my forte.
Yeah, you're a little. Yeah, you do throw up a little bit. But he doesn't seem to judge you for it. He pretty much he kind of looks over at you and goes, "That happened to be the first time I rode one of these."
It's kind of a weak, very weak brain. Just always hated horses. Trying to put on that brave face that I'm only sort of good at.
As the demon horse actually just does
He takes you up to the edge of the camp. You see a new wagon and a new draft horse that looks like it's had the fucking run of its night. There's little splickers of blood all over its hooves, along with what appears to be remnants of some fingers hanging off the side of the wagon. Still twitching.
What in the hell happened here?
Who's out there?
Last watch?
Me.
Okay, alright, I'll let you
Anyway.
answer that. My character's snoring away.
You snort. Who's out there?
You're there.
I come bearing gifts, says Travar, and he points to Theris, kind of gestures to him, and realizes Inori's blind and went, I brought your stabber.
Just kind of go glance at, like a long look at this wagon and go, so that's why it was so cheap. I didn't know they made them with fingers.
Exactly, Mako. It's been a long night.
I can imagine.
No, you couldn't.
Is it longer than the time somebody tried to pull your heart out through your chest?
Yes.
Oh.
Wow.
And also the hands. There were lots of hands. I remember lots of hands. Were there more hands? Is that why there's fingers here?
No.
Okay.
I guess if y'all want, Ash could start stirring from listening to the talking.
You can just snore if you want to, Brett.
Okay. Alright, I'll keep snoring.
I'm gonna save you some trauma.
Wants to wake up from my sarcasm.
Hope is kind of awake now. She's kind of like tilting her head, watching the exchange right now. It seems like she's like memorizing it, the conversation. She seems almost mystified at the nightmares.
I'm just taking a long moment before I hop down off of it and just kind of think about giving it a pat and then just decide better than that.
Give me a look.
Smart move.
Ravarin tells you, I think she likes you, and then they kind of both nightmares rear up at the same time, and he rides off with them.
What the?
I'm just gonna mumble that is not a mutual feeling. Anyway.
Stirring in the back, you hear Ash go, "Oh no, not the bad meat."
Oh God, did you let her drink again?
I'm gonna pause this right quick. I need to fill my glass, but I want to be here to hear this shit. I'll be right back.
Basically, Honora is pondering your questions. really pondering your questions. She kind of has this reluctant kind of look on her face, trying to find words.
Yeah, just for the record,
Every
Chase
turn.
knows what
Okay.
Blue.
Yum, yum, yum.
Oh, well, see, sort of. You might want to sit down for this.
I've just been sitting down, and to be honest, my ass is sore. I don't want to sit anymore. What's going on?
That's a not quite vampire. Let me start from the beginning. So first, we bought a horse and a wagon and decided to take off for town. And there were demon sickle scarecrows involved, and people were hurt, and Aspen went crazy and ripped out a farmer's throat, I think. Oh, and then there were zombies.
Let's wait. What?
And then there were zombies, and we ran them over at full speed with our horse and carriage, and we made it here with the help of some friends of mine.
Huh. And the part where our friend decided to tear someone's throat out.
Yes.
Now there's a lot about this I don't like, but I want to ask one. I think the most pressing question. The priest's son. Do you remember him?
Yes.
You remember what he was worried about doing,
Yes.
and how he was worried if it happened, he would just fully go over.
Yes.
Do we need to set this wagon on fire right now?
No. Everything's fine. Not quite vampire. She does smell like him.
That's the good stuff, you hear her say in her sleep.
It from what I can gather from information from my friends.
I've spent the last 12 hours getting real good at setting a house on fire. If I need to do this, I can do this.
As I was saying, after some information for some friends, it was a moment, a brief moment of weakness, and then she was herself again.
Okay. Well, that means that at least there's one silver lining. You can send a message to the priest kid and let him know that maybe he'll be okay.
But he is a vampire. She's not a vampire.
I think when you start tearing people apart and eating them, the difference is academic. And I gotta be honest, I didn't get a real good education.
Just one time, Judge. It was just one time.
Still motive, still murder.
My nose.
I mean, isn't everyone here guilty of murder? That's what Karis goes.
No, I usually stuck to the leg breaking part.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just a simple hunter.
Darn's just like giving Inori a flat look at that, like, uh-huh.
Okay. If you say she's safe, then she's safe. For the moment. Did you get anything of what you needed here yet?
Aside from a guide, an informant, no.
Well, that's a start. That's a start.
Darn's like, we did manage to save one of the farmers, at least.
Small favor, say that. Yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Glancing
Yeah,
at.
I mean, to be fair, the whole throat tearing out part that would be a kind of punctuary moment. I know. I'm going to hell for that one.
Ash starts waking up. Oh, is it my watch yet? Oh, she's stretching.
Yes.
Different. Huh? Oh,
I'm going to bed.
Oh. Theris, you're here. She smiles at you.
Is she still bloody?
Huh?
Is she still bloody, or did she wash up at some point?
She washed up, but you definitely
Okay.
do see some enlarged canines now.
Well, I'm thinking just give one half glance at Theris with a half-raised eyebrow. Morning, Ash. Well, evening, I guess. It's still nighttime, I suppose.
Sounds like sulfur. How did you get here?
The horse was on fire?
Wait, what?
I don't know.
You meant the house, right?
I mean, that too. That took a while. But then the horse was on fire. It doesn't matter. I tried really hard not to think about it. It doesn't matter. I'm doing that a lot right now. I'm trying not to think about a lot of things right now. How are you?
I'm dealing with a lot right now.
Yeah. Good, I guess. That's better than it could be.
I'm just saying, like, don't judge me too harshly.
For what?
Ash looks uncomfortable, like she wants to say something, but
Fangs are just giving her that look. Like what? I'll judge you for what, Ash?
I think I got a drinking problem.
Well, we already knew that. That I'm judging you about. I think it's your diet we need to talk about. But we can discuss that later.
Okay.
You know already. She looks around at the party.
Yep.
I guess that's smart to warn him, just in case.
A lady threw her cell phone at a Uber driver going on a crazy mega rant, so the guy threw his bomb phone back at her, took her phone and drove
Oh,
off.
have Darn
Wow.
make a knowledge religion check.
Like, good for both!
They asked me not to set the wagon on fire, if that's comforting.
Right. Don't set the wagon on fire.
No, but it doesn't matter.
Okay,
Aaron.
no, you don't know shit.
Which side is good? Which side's
Hope just has, like,
I
for
don't
her
blame
part,
anyone
like
for
a look
staying
of
away right now.
a complete look of sympathy, like, on her face for Ash at the moment.
Just go glance at Ash and just go, I'm not staying away.
Minori is wrapped up in her blanket.
I'm going to make sure everybody else does, though. If you don't mind, I'm going to be keeping an eye on you for a bit, just to make sure that we don't have any other accidents.
I actually appreciate that.
Ferris is like, why? There's that hint of just like, oh man, I'm trying real hard not to be pissed right now.
We'll figure something out. If I feel any problems, I'll let you guys know, and as I said,
We're not going to have any more insistence that you're okay, that everything's fine, right?
No, I mean, yeah, I'll. She stumbles for a minute. Just if I feel any dark urges coming along, I will let you guys know.
Nom 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 nom.
Just so you know, I've got a set of manacles. I can make sure you don't move if I need to.
If I just think
That's why it's not important.
she judges there for it's like if anyone else has said that to me, I would be a little bit more.
Look, the last job I was on was complicated. Don't ask questions.
Ferris like it wasn't that complicated. Just goes back to drinking his tea.
Minori is still wrapped up in her blanket, kind of like mumbling.
All I ask, guys, is don't believe in front of me. I know that's a bit hard.
So,
to be fair, I try not to bleed in general. But that's fine. If you wanna be in front, that's fine with me.
Ash nods and just like I'm gonna go take watch. I think we've all. If you got any questions, or I'll try to answer the best I can. But I still don't know what's going on myself. I'm walking in the sun still, so who knows? Maybe it's not. I don't know. She's just like I'm gonna go away on watch, and she just walks off and takes like a high seat somewhere to kind of do the nightly watch like she's supposed to.
Ferris is just going to kind of post up nearby. I'm assuming at some point Ferris is probably going to fall asleep. He's still been up all night, but...
So are you really a bird, or not a bird, or I don't know what's going on here, but...
So as Inori is mumbling about this cold bird, you feel that really, really cold chill emanating from that feather again. And as you were, starting to kind of reach for it, and the symbol that is on Hope's shoulder above her bicep flares to a silvery light. The air temperature drops to freezing. Frost and snow ripples along the campground, and the fire briefly stutters and is nearly extinguished, popping and sizzling before roaring back to life. You all hear the sound of massive wings fluttering overhead.
Okay, the halbert's out. What's up?
I'm already like... at this point, cold is making me nervous, and when I hear wings, really dumb, but this is totally in line with everything else I've done so far. I'm flinging psychic daggers at it. Whatever I can hear up there.
Make your attack roll.
Well, I know this is Strahd coming to kill us again, so...
Oh, wait, he wasn't... It could... Wait, that could be my bat!
Oh, God!
So, you hear the sound of them hitting just solid ice.
What does Ash see since she can see in the dark up to 120 feet?
That's not my bat. Whoa, no.
It makes its way... You can hear it falling down closer, edging back down closer. You hear a surprised, like, bird, like an eagle's, like a falcon shriek, like something of kind of surprise that a falcon would make.
I'm ducking behind anything.
I've never heard this kind of bird before.
I
So
wasn't
she's
here for
kinda
a whole chat, so I'm like ducking behind shit and prepping for a fight right now.
Well, she's gonna chirp at it since she does have bee speak, and that includes, you know, birds. Like,
Wait, birds are beasts? I didn't know that.
So,
Ash yells, reveal yourself, who are you?
you know, like whistling.
the response that you get is at first in a tongue none of you know, except for Hope. Her silver eyes just kind of lock up when she hears the voice, and the words spoken towards you all. And then, like, it does, like, another falcon shriek, and then it goes, "Ah, mortals." That's what you hear in response, and it turns again downwards. You can finally see a little bit of it, Ash. This thing is probably about, the wingspan is about 37 feet from wingtip to wingtip.
Wait.
The body is approximately about 18 to 19 feet long, more in there. You swear to the gods you see ice crystals falling off of it behind it. Impossibly, by the way, Chase's dagger is within its talon, one of its talons. The talons are about the size of a human head.
The daggers technically aren't real.
They aren't, and that's what makes this so impossible. Like, you literally can see your psychic energies rippling in the talons. Like, you can literally see the dagger.
I'm another chance because this is freaking me out.
Don't make any sudden moves.
Well, Inori has, flopped out of her blanket, and she's, like, holding this really cold feather, and kind of slowly starting to put two and two together.
As you hold the feather out, it seems to get colder and colder around you, but yet it's not freezing your hand. But you can literally watch as the cold air just rolls off of it and just hits the camp floor beneath you guys, which is now covered in about 3 inches of snow. The bird, for its part, goes, well, it switches finally to a language that all of you know. And it goes, well, you summoned me. And it lands. This thing is, like I said, the body is about 16 or 17 feet long. Its wings kind of fold up a little bit, but it's kind of got them like it's half ready just in case it has to maneuver. This bird's feathers are all snow white and ice blue and winter cloud gray.
It's a cold bird. I knew it. I knew it was a cold bird.
Big cold bird. Do you have a name, sir? Madam? Thing?
It tilts its head as if searching for the answer. And it responds, I suppose Hamala would be a good enough name for now.
Did anyone take my God's Eye? I feel like I'm drinking God's Eye right now.
So Inori, who's actually at ease with whatever, I don't care if whatever, it's a big bird. She's gonna stroll right over, closer, kind of like with her free hand, kind of reaching out to see if she can touch it.
So she touches it, and like frost covers your armor, your sleeve, and it just kind of tilts its head, studying you intently. And he goes, well, I see at least one of you has good taste.
Ash is just gonna frown and say nothing.
I am not here to murder any of you, if that's what you're worried about. I came too far for something so simple.
Than anybody would imagine, so Ferris is still ready for a fight just in case.
Yeah, it's cold, but these feathers are so nice and soft.
They really are. They really are. It's like his feathers feel like they're as soft as freshly fallen snow. Like the fluffy kind.
Like, stroking the feathers, like trying to get a feel for what kind of bird it is by, you know, like touching it along gently, like completely unfazed that it's a giant talking bird.
Are you okay, Honori? You're not under any effects, are you?
No, not at all. It's just a really big bird with really soft feathers, and she's kind of leaning into it now, you know, despite the cold. So soft.
Ash briefly looks at Ferris and Karis and Darn and like starts lowering the halberd and is like, so, someone summoned you?
You could say that. Yes, that would be accurate. It's got like the spark of wild mischief in its eyes, which seem like they're made out of blue crystals. This one, in fact, kind of gestures with its wing, like with a wing feather down towards Inori. And I suppose that one, pointing at Hope.
So, okay, we're all awake. We're all paying attention. Anything we need to know?
The amount of information that you need to know could probably fill tomes in an entire library's worth of tomes. But
despite himself, Ferris snickers a little bit.
And he goes, "It's good to be appreciated, even if I am in a strange world."
Why am I always being attacked? I'm just trying to... Okay, Ash Thompson, please. Okay, alright then, so...
Yep,
you got in here.
Still stroking the pretty feathers and enjoying their softness because giant bird.
You know, that does not disarm me. She is, like, never nice with pets, I guess. Yes. Are you a new pet?
No.
No.
I mean, technically, somebody could argue that you are all my pets, but...
Yeah, I'm not...
That's splitting hairs.
It's such a pretty bird. It's some kind of falcon. This beak is ginormous and so smooth and the feathers are so soft.
I don't want to know.
Ash looks up
D&D out of context.
You stroke the bird. Roll.
That is not the kind of stroking that's going on with this bird, bro.
Because I think we've all dealt with that before and do not need it to happen again.
Roll, Hexagon, old man. Okay, I have no idea even what this joke is. I'll move it on.
So, Darn can try to make a religion check, and so can you.
Alright, so we'll do...
You all do feel something just peaceful about the moment as it settles upon the campground.
Ash got a 13, and Darn got a... I should actually probably click Darn's
So,
description.
You have heard myths of such a creature.
The Mega Chicken.
Ultra chicken.
The Pamala, as it has identified itself as, is a singular entity. It is not a species. And it's venerated as a god in the northern mountains from your home village. It is a benevolent god as far as anyone can tell. Or at least that's how it's viewed and worshipped. Obviously, with talon claws the size of short swords, you know, this thing can defend itself.
Ash turns to Darn and goes, "Is it with Kamala? Is that what you said it was?"
Yes.
It turns to Darn, come out North Kamala? Darn? You know, she looks at Darn and looking to see if Darn knows anything. Don't. That's a modified 17 from.
Darn, he's heard a lot of the same myths. In fact, it has a different name. Neither of you can really remember the name. Like, it essentially gave you the name that a commoner would know it by. But you, like, it's like on the tip of your tongue, on the tip of his tongue, but he can't quite place it. It's trying to come out, like he knows what it is, and he just can't say it for some reason.
Okay, I'm buying some of your divineness. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Who said I was a god? That's exactly how it responds.
I said some of the divineness. Technically, Darn's some divine too. Okay, let's not get
It tilts its head and looks right at Darn and goes, "You're not allowed to say anything further yet." I know you, Darnassus.
I'm still petting the bird.
He kind of tilts his head down. He's looking at Inari. He's like, usually these people are more talkative.
She doesn't talk much.
That she really likes birds.
I can see that. I find this rather useful, as I have a few feathers that are stuck that I haven't been able to molt properly since I've got to this damned place.
If you want the chatty one, just kind of vaguely motions at Ash.
So Inori goes looking for the molt feathers without anything said. You know, gently caressing through the down and working anything loose. And totally just in a perfectly peaceful, happy moment right now. So soft. So soft.
So I take it you're not anything to do with a beast, are you?
He looks like, it's hard to tell in Avian's facial expressions, but the look of sheer offense that he shoots at you
Look,
is enough to make your blood run cold.
Well, he is a bird, Ash.
Seems like a very nice bird. Very angry, nice bird.
Soft.
I'm sorry. I have a lady telling me I was gonna meet a beast thing. I have to ask these questions. I'm sorry for the offense. You don't know until you ask, you know.
You met Weird Megan. I know of her too.
Wait, what? Finally, that has Inori's attention. She's like midway working out a feather. You know Weird Megan?
Oh yes, she is actually not from this cursed place. She and I go quite a ways back.
Oh, well, feathers.
I don't.
He looks at Ash, kind of tilts his head a little bit, and he's like, "And you walk a realm of half shadow and half day."
We're going to cut the shadow out eventually.
I'm not sure that's even possible, to be honest. Is exactly how he responds. Like, very just matter-of-fact about it. Very calm, very cool.
Telling you what's impossible, and we're going to keep doing it anyway.
You see.
Oh, I am well aware. In fact, it'll make you try harder, which may or may not help you in the long run for other things.
You see Ash tilt her head on hearing this, and like you feel like you see something like click behind her eyes, and a creepy brand new smile with the new teeth pop up. Yeah. Sorry. We talking about what now? Half shadows, bloodthirsty shadows that whisper. Yeah. I know.
Oh yes.
And next feather.
I have an old friend that has a very similar affliction to that you carry.
What?
Yes. He's surprisingly effective at his craft, and one does not have to fall to complete darkness while carrying the half-walk within them. That is entirely upon you and your conscience.
So it's all about self-control?
He kind of makes a sound akin to a chuckle. Like you almost get the vibe that he's not like that it's used to having different mannerisms at its disposal.
And Inori has to climb a little bit to get to that next feather, and she is having a grand old time.
He's really getting in there.
Oh, she's safe. She's safe. Mostly. And then he goes, you know what? Mine's Shatterstar. I think it still might be back there somewhere.
Wait, what now?
My sword. It still might be somewhere in my back feathers.
It's a big bird with a sword. I really feel like I should know this.
You know what?
Ow, ow! Colt, 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 Colt! Ow, Dad!
Kind of tilts its head at Inari. It's like, well, she found it.
And a couple
Looks
more
back at
feathers
the rest
to
of the
go.
group.
So,
He goes,
Years.
there is much
You have no right to complain, sir.
Yeah.
that needs done in this realm before you will be allowed to escape by the Dark Ones. This, my own ability to come in and out of this realm is compromised somewhat. I cannot guarantee that I can return once I leave again. I snuck in because the beast himself is roaming these lands tonight.
Ow, ow! What the? Whoa, 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 whoa! She kind of like slipped a little and had to grab a hold of a feather. Like, what is this thing? I thought you said it was only a sword back here. What is this?
Hearing about Strahd, Ash starts looking around a little bit more, and the halberd comes up a little bit more.
I doubt he'll come in the immediate time, but he will probably be here after you soon. I can, however, leave some boons for thee. I am not permitted to fight him directly, though I wish I could.
Man, this is hard.
Okay.
Here.
What do we gotta do? What boons?
This might hurt.
What's in the deal for us? What pact is this? Ash starts getting a little bit more suspicious. I'm not supposed to be taking any. You're supposed to be careful what you take from beings like you.
Nori kind of yoinks out that difficult feather at that exact moment.
She plucks the feather, right?
Yeah.
As you do, you actually have a vision. It's hard for you to tell because there's so much blood in it as to what you're seeing. But you feel a certain calmness in this vision. And as you look up, you see the moon above you. You look down, the ground is far, far beneath you.
What?
And you're flying.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! She kind of loses her grip and kind of like falls off the bird. Ow!
So that snaps you out of the vision. And he kind of tilts his head at you, and he's a little concerned. Like, the eyes just kind of narrow a certain way. Kind of pokes you a little bit with the edge of a talon to make sure you're not, like, unconscious or anything.
Mori, are you okay?
Got the feathers. Got the feathers.
I turn to there.
Hey, honey.
Not charmed.
Babe.
What was that?
Are we? Ash turns to Theris. Are we sure she's not charmed? With the darn hair.
To be entirely honest with you, there's only one way I can help fix that, and that's not what you want me to do.
He looks straight at Theris, kind of makes his way over a little bit after he's made sure Inari is, unharmed. And he takes, great care, kind of helping her get up, using his wing to, give her, a crutch to kind of help pull herself up with. He kind of makes his way over to Theris.
Theris kind of, not quite, shrinks back, but definitely does not seem to want to be terribly close to this bird. He is not comfortable with this at all.
Theris, be calm. Don't do anything rash.
He tells, let me look at your guys' thing real quick. I gotta look at the fortunes just to double check something.
He's perfectly fine
I
and
can
completely
abuse
calm and happy. Holding 4 feathers. I don't know how big they are, because I've just randomly had.
One is the size of a short sword.
Holy shit!
Another is about the size of a dagger. And another is about the size of an arrow.
I've got the feathers for you, Mr. Coldbird.
We don't need that yet. But, so, he looks at Theris, and he says, in your, I can see part of your future. You are balanced on a knife's edge. And it's either going to completely consume you, the thing that you were tied to, or you are going to master your inner strength and slay it.
Slightly narrowed eyes. No, I'm pretty sure I know which one of the two. I'll be fine.
Good man, is what he says in response. Kind of gives you, this sort of bro expression. Complete with, clapping you on the back of the shoulder with, an edge of a wing. The wing feather is, pretty firm. This thing seems like it is entirely made out of ice, snow, and cloud stuff. Just judging from the feel that you had on your shoulder. Kind of looks at Inari, and he goes, "You might wish to take upon your friend's offer. It might well save you."
Hey, Inari kind of, brow furrowed a little bit. And kind of randomly strokes a feather as if thinking about it for a second. And then just, not saying a word and just kind of half nodding a little bit.
As he's he looks over at Karis, and he says something to Karis in Infernal, and Karis just kind of grins a little bit, and just kind of salutes him with his tea and takes another sip. And then he says, "And you may wish, and I think it may be in your best interests if you all check that silver short sword that you picked up the other night, sometime tonight." And as he says that, you hear a whisper in all of your ears coming from that short sword, and it says, "Vidar." And
What was that?
Ash is immediately looking at the sword on Theris' belt now.
The hell?
So, I take you pull the sword out to investigate.
Yeah.
Okay, so you pull the short sword out, and as you go to reach for it, you notice the handle now seems to be made out of bone. Really well polished and cared for bone. You pull the blade out. It is still of utter purest silver, but now there are runes dancing along the center of the blade. Where, because, you know, the style of short sword it's one of the ones with the raised middle.
Right.
There's like runes you don't recognize now, seemingly dancing into life along its surface. And a deep chill radiates from the blade that stands out even amongst the sudden winter chill that you're all standing in.
I'm holding this thing, like, well away from myself at this point, but still, like, not able to quite take my eyes off it.
And he tells you that you may wish to care for it as you do your companions. It will serve you well. And then the bird flies off.
Man, this is one of the weirdest
What the
situations
hell
in my
was
life.
that?
It was a cold bird.
It was a bird people worshipped as a god back from where we came from. If it's a god, that's up to debate, I guess. But
Hope goes, I think that might have been my dad.
I told you he was a bird.
What? Ash really just takes a slow turn to her.
You don't look like a bird. And you're way smaller than him.
Ash turns her back. Adoption or magic? Yeah, she looks very confused on that for a minute. She really takes a very squint eye look at Hope now. Adoption or magic? Both?
He
That's
raised
right.
me as if I were his own. I'm actually the reason why he and my mother met.
Oh.
If
I don't
it
get that
is
part
him.
of it, but
You're gonna glance at Nori and go, are you really the only person I've met? What the fuck?
Wait, you cut out.
I'm like glancing at Nori just going, are you actually the only person I know who has a normal goddamn family? What the fuck?
I wouldn't call my family normal either.
hey, my dad was best dad, okay? Actually, she does not elaborate for a change. She strongly like that he was a good man. People dog him too much. So the dragon burned down one city. He couldn't stop it. Why did they expect him to?
So,
Wow.
No idea what you're talking about, but that's neither here nor there.
do you investigate the blade, Ash?
Oh yeah. Ashley is like, oh yeah, I'll take a look.
And Nori
And
is
I
trying
have
to
no
figure
idea what
out.
I'm staring
Roll
at.
again because you have advantage right now.
Do you want me to take my time and just really look at it? You know, if
Yes.
I really look.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
All you're saying is actually a crystal
This weapon does possess an essence in itself that appears to have been awakened by the Pomola's presence.
See Ash like run her finger along the runes, and she...
It whispers its name to you once again, as well as to Theris, saying Vidar.
Yes.
Vidar? It's
I think it's Lily just spent a
Try-
day
try to
just
call
learning
its name.
the First 3 GS.
I'm gonna just stare at it, and I'm
Apparently, to get mad rush.
just on a whim, rather than saying anything out loud, I'm going to try my psychic whispers with it.
Okay.
Wait for it to be level 10 to get mad rush.
I think you have to make a check, don't you?
I just roll a d6 to see how many hours it lasts.
Okay. Roll your d6.
So if it does in fact have sentience of some kind, I can psychically speak to it for the next 6 hours.
It, in fact, does. Its mind right now seems like it's confused and a little scattered, like it had just woken from a terribly long sleep. It's either that or perhaps the magic had begun to fade from the weapon. And it tells you its name is Vidar. It was the spirit of a fallen warrior who attempted to slay the beast.
You don't have anything to do with the folk god bird, then.
I was ex-military. You know what? I
He
know
says,
even if it's one of an idiot.
The bird. Oh! So you've met him. The blade seems kind of amused at this. pleasedly so at that. It's a good amusement.
Net is a word, certainly.
And he's like, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what he is doing in this realm now, but if he is here, then
if that helps.
He's probably trying to help me help you slay the beast. That foul monster literally killed everyone I loved.
Nari is trying to figure out what she's gonna do with these 3 feathers. It's a really big ass feather.
The weapon, now that John has had time to study it, it deals an additional 1d6 cold damage. It counts as magic and silver for overcoming damage resistance, as well as a cold weapon.
See this rune here? It is ice. That means the thing can freeze things when it stabs it.
On a crit, the cold damage becomes extra 1d12.
Okay. Do you have? I'm assuming you haven't made an item for that yet.
I actually have, but I don't know how to make. If there's a special way I can make items in D&D Beyond, I would appreciate that.
There is. You just create magic. You create a homebrew item. Don't worry about it yet. Just whenever it becomes relevant. You said it's an extra D12 for the moment.
When it crits, it does an extra D12 cold damage, and normally it does 1d6 cold damage. In addition to its normal. I'm
going to make a note of that and just make that a custom thing on the sheet for now.
Yep, and it counts as a magic and silver weapon for overcoming damage resistances.
It's a sharp-looking sword.
It does actually look really badass. I'm gonna draw some art for it later on, and then show it to everybody on Twitch and Twitter, probably Discord.
Birdie forgot his feathers.
The feathers.
Take a look at the feathers real fast too.
So the feathers. Actually, you're gonna want to make a knowledge religion check for the feathers with advantage.
Okay. 13 or 11.
So the feathers. The one that's about the size of the two that are size of arrows, the arrow-sized ones. Like when you're looking over them and like you're whispering like, you know, soft generic prayers, like you're invoking basically the whole pantheon of the light, essentially. You hear them whisper, they actually whisper back at you. May you carry the power of Luna's blessing. And they actually do become arrows. Each is a quiver of arrows that have silver flecked tips and what appears to be ice for fletchings.
I don't think I have to explain to this that this is a magical set of arrows, do I?
No. This is very, very pointed on the nose.
Ash is being very jokingly about this, and she's like, "This is a big gift to you. I mean, look, the birdie liked your pruning."
I would look if I could, but
Oh yeah,
this
sorry.
is awesome.
Well, feel the ice tips. That'll do a lot of damage if it hits. Please do not stab me with them, unless I'm biting somebody we like.
So, the arrows on a crit do an extra 1d12 cold damage, and count as cold damage for overcoming damage resistance. You have 40 of them.
Keep track.
Yep.
The one that's about the length of a short sword, when you start praying over it, magic, like, it unweaves itself, like, it starts to kind of unfurl. And now there is a, what appears to be, it somehow just grows in size, just keeps getting bigger, until it's about, and then it becomes a set of what appears to be half plate that is sculpted from ice and marble.
Oh wow.
Apparently, nobody will take the turkey.
Do you feel this? I mean, check this stuff out. This wow, that Steve really did help you guys help us out. I mean, wow.
This is wow.
Literally, nobody.
Hey, if something's worshipped as a god and it gives you something, then he said it here. Like as soon as Theris stops drooling at the sword, I got an idea. It's not an idea, but we'll talk about it again here in a minute. Let's go over more of what this stuff can do. How many, was it 4 feathers or do we?
Yeah, they got 2 more.
Yep.
No, actually, no, one more. One more. So you touch the last. And as you touch the last, like a flurry of snow like rips out from it and lands about Hope's shoulders and settles into a cloak that is made out of feathers. Of just pure white feathers. Long white feathers.
Arcane, I guess divine again, or we already did religion for that. So.
Yeah, you want to do, you could do a religion check again. With advantage.
Hey, I finally rolled good for once.
I'm surprised we never did it.
It's a cloak of feather fall.
Nice.
That is really cool. Ash tells Hope, hey, look, check it out.
And additionally, for about 10 rounds, it can fly for 60 feet. Lets you fly for 60 feet around for 10 rounds.
That is very powerful.
Now, you're not sure what the recharge is on it, like how long it takes for you to get all that back.
Well, I mean, Ash starts like talking with Hope and telling her, discussing the cloak with her, and hey, check it out. This could be really useful. Blah blah. This, that.
She seems like she's still a little bit in surprise shock. But she doesn't doubt that it was Dad now. Like she's like that really probably was him.
Inori's looking at her hand crossbow and thinking,
they're normal arrows, like for a bow.
Yeah, no, she's got a regular bow and the hand crossbow.
Yeah.
She's been using the hand crossbow for a bit. Like, I guess, I'll save these puppies for the bad shit and figure out how to make, trying to figure out the mechanisms of that crossbow for just regular ass whoop.
Yeah,
maybe I might need to get a better bow.
Maybe they'll...
So, and I told you the arrows, they count, on a crit, they do an extra 1d12 cold damage.
Yeah.
And normally they just count as cold damage for overcoming damage resistance and silver. They count as cold and silver.
I would do it, but I'm not them.
Cool.
Well, now you guys got stuff almost as cool as my halberd. Isn't that pretty awesome? Ash smiles when saying this. And you didn't have to sell your soul to get yours.
I don't think I can wear half plate.
Yeah, it's about time we can eat some.
Harris can, though.
Yeah, like...
I believe that'd be an upgrade for him still. Let me look.
This feels like this would be too heavy for me. Can anybody else make use of it?
Werewolves amongst other things. Many magical creatures do not like silver.
Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure it's an upgrade for him. Oh, it's still a medium?
Yeah.
No, okay, it's full plate then. Fuck that. It's heavy armor.
Yeah.
It's a man, it's big boy armor. It's big boy armor. Fuck that. Ain't gonna be no damn.
Heavy.
I mean, I'll take
Breastplate gives you the same bonus as half plate. I don't know why they bother even having that in there.
Wait, who? Like Darn or Karis?
Darn and Karis, either one could wear that.
I think Karis is
Nori's gonna make a judgment call on that one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Lanceman.
Darn, okay.
Lanceman, come here.
Kind of makes his way over. He's a little, kind of still a little surprised at everything that's happened now.
This might serve you better than any of us. But I have one singular condition, and it might sound weird.
But this game, you can't have the elemental.
He's like, what's that?
I need to see you.
He kind of looks at you and he's like, I'm not entirely sure what you mean.
I am going to touch your face. Don't freak out. It's the only way I can get an idea.
Don't sweat
He
over, Star.
agrees.
This is only the third woman to ever touch you. You'll be fine. Ash says this.
It's not like that.
You don't know how sheltered he's been.
So, Honora, basically takes her time. It's like a really light, gentle touch, just trying to identify his features or whatnot, and she kind of has an understanding of his character from this by just the minute twitches of his muscles.
It's only 2 o'clock.
Well, you see what his face is like.
Yeah.
You're actually a good man. Interesting. This
Darn's
will
like-
definitely suit you.
Over the shoulder, Ash is like thumbing up Darn. She's making fun of it. That's what. Just making him uncomfortable.
Yes, may this serve you well. Or he's kind of kind of blushing a little bit because it is rather an intimate thing, and she doesn't usually ask that of people that are not family. Or she's comfortable with.
No, you build trust.
So it'll up his AC then by 1.
By 1. So
Okay,
he's
so 17.
operating at a 17. Not bad. Well, I'm gonna pull a be right back real fast too, and so just give me a couple minutes, okay? Probably not even that long.
We're actually going to call that exactly what it is. It's field plate. It's not quite the full plate now, but it's close.
Okay,
Bring
I'm
back
back.
some
Sorry
second
about
edition
that.
for that.
You just got to miss an awkward moment of Darn getting touched.
Ooh, thank you.
No, not like that. Blind girl wanted to figure out what he looked like because Darn is always saving their bacon. So she finally wanted to feel what he looked like. Blind people speak, damn it. Shut up.
You also have the feeling, Chase, that Vidar has more potential in it than what it has now. Like, it might grow in the future.
On the asteroid, I just hit my regen, my ego.
So what you're saying is, put it in my pack, forget I have it forever.
I'm gonna save it for when I really need it, man. We're fighting Strahd!
Yeah, but he's a vampire, man. He doesn't care about how cold he is.
Right? Oh, God.
Okay, I'll bring it up for the fire elementals. Totally forget about it when we're fighting the fire elementals.
Yeah. What's the worst that can happen, right?
Oh, Lordy.
Inventory. I need to add that cloak of Featherfall to her thing.
And Inori's going to braid the feather that she was talking to into her hair, thinking that it might actually be good luck.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Let me see if I can fix her character sheet so I can add this cloak.
So everyone's back?
I believe so.
Yes.
Okay. So
I missed
Sarah,
touchy-feely time, and I'm sad now.
say what?
I missed touchy-feely time, and I'm sad now.
Well, don't
Yeah.
worry, you had a nice shiny sword to talk to. It's all good. But Ash kind of like has that glint in her eye again of like she's just been looking depressed all fucking night, obviously. You know, it's been a bad day for her, and finally
Maybe she killed less people.
and Ash goes like, "You didn't know the biggest boon it said to us. You guys realize that, right? The gift
What?
that it gave to all of us. There's a way out."
Well, of course there's a way out, but that's not what it said. What it said is we're not allowed to leave yet.
that means there is a way to leave. And we just gotta kill the bastard that bit the guy that bit me.
Yeah, but it also means that they know we could leave, and they're saying no.
There's hope.
Yeah, she's right there.
Wow.
Ash, one of these days, I'm going to bite you for one of those.
If it comes to that, I will set you on fire myself. Don't worry.
And Ori just shakes her head.
It's a chance to free this evil from this place and all of us. It's a chance.
No, I want you to understand, Ash. I am entirely on board with killing that bastard. I am 100% on board for that. He is dying before I leave. But I don't need some fake godbird telling me I'm not allowed to leave until it's done. They don't
Darn
get to
says
demand
it was.
shit of me.
Darn said, to be fair, he's not the reason we can't leave.
I'm just saying they don't get to demand shit of me, especially when they're telling me to do things I was already going to do anyway. What kind of shitty person does that?
Sometimes that is the way fate works. We have no control over how its thread is woven.
Fate can kiss my ass, I make my own destiny.
But I'm just saying, there's a chance if we get out of here, or Strahd's dead, or the line is cut.
Ash, I'm getting out of here, because I have a guild master to kill. They summoned him. Him and everyone involved in that ritual are getting a sword to the neck. I'm getting out of here. You don't have to worry about that. I have all the hope I need.
I'm there with you.
Hello?
Blood pact.
Okay.
We do or die.
I'm not going to do the blood thing with you, I'm sorry.
I don't think you should. Let's not do any palm cutting in front of me. I don't think that's...
I'm just saying, Ash, I'm on your side. I'm not stupid. I may not be educated, but I'm not a total moron.
I needed this good news. I'm just saying, and I'm glad you're all.
Don't you worry. We're getting out of here, and you're coming with me. And then I have some people to kill.
I'll gladly hold them down while you stab them.
Well, since Inori is awake now, she's gonna go check on the horse.
Okay. The horse for its part didn't spook at all during this whole exchange. It seems really calm for at least a few more minutes, and then like as that piece of serenity kind of fades away and the snow melts around you all, like it's still pretty chilly out. But it's like, you know, mid-40s instead of like, you know, the brief stint down into the 20s it was while you guys were all talking to the bird.
Do we actually get our long rest, or are we still
Yeah.
have to rest?
Yeah.
Long rest?
You have your long rests. Night seems to be lasting an unusual length of time. Like, it should be dawn or near it by now, and it's just as dark as it was when you guys sat down for the night. But you did all get your rests.
The horse is rested?
Yep. Everyone seems to be pretty chill. As you're, you know, talking about whether you're going to start setting out, you hear something in the nearby woods. All of you do. You don't have to roll with that.
I think that's a sign it's time to go.
And
We know
it
we're
almost
being
sounds
hunted.
like someone in distress. Like, just the way that the movements are just getting more and more frantic.
You guys get ready. I can go check that out.
Take Zwachi with you. That would be the giant bat, by the way.
So the bat goes with Theris.
Yes.
Make your
Ash
stealth
is
checks.
Keeping an eye on him.
Okay, I can do that.
Pretty good, pretty good.
I rolled an 8. I got a 17. I'm very happy with rogues sometimes.
Yes. You have one job.
Zwachi is just gonna, like, you know, hang on to the back of his shirt. So it.
So you
just
make your
kinda
way.
peek over.
pretty quietly into the woods, and you kind of round in a little bit. Like, you almost have to travel down, like, this small ravine. As you do, you see what should have been, like, just this absolutely majestic deer, like buck, bashing its head into a boulder over and over again, until its antlers and skull shatter, making the most sickening crunch you've heard in a long time. Its brains splatter everywhere, and then it begins trying to lick them up. But its tongue and jaw don't even seem to be working right. And after almost a full minute of this, it stands
I'll give it
upright.
about 15 seconds before I decide I need to put it out of its misery.
Yeah. It stands upright like a human, just as you're going to get ready to fire and, like, throw your knives at it. It makes this unnatural scream that sounds like a human being ripped apart. Make your attack roll, by the way.
Will do. It's going to be 2 of them. I'm flinging both of the blades.
And you have advantage, because you have the drop on it.
Good, because that first one was a 1, so there's the second roll. That's much better.
That is much better. You hit.
So I've got this, and then, of course, this damage on top of it. And then, of course, the second swing.
I know, I'm gonna use the roll save.
I don't know if a 14 will hit.
It does.
Okay.
And make your damage roll.
There.
So you did...
So many stories before.
7, 8,
I'm gonna be one.
15...
That's a total, let's see, 14, 21 damage.
Yeah, 21.
Everybody
So you hit the deer
21 damage.
pretty much dead on to where the heart should be with both of your knives.
I
That's
would have gone through the brains, but they're on the floor.
yeah, exactly. Its scream gets more intense, and then you have like this just sound of pure relief as it sighs and crumbles to the ground. As it does, a black ooze-like substance rolls out of it and seems to scurry off into the woods. And there's something so utterly unnatural about it. And there's a god-awful smell that comes with it. Roll me a wisdom save and then a constitution save.
13 wisdom, 10 con.
Okay, so you make, and so you're not terrified of the unnatural sight that you just saw, but you did lose a little bit of your cookies. What little that the nightmare ride didn't take out of you.
Luckily, I already threw up most of it earlier.
Yeah, so at this point it's just a little bit of bile.
It was good porridge.
If I can it's scurrying off. If I can keep an eye on it, I'm just gonna follow it and keep flinging daggers like I'm an anime ninja.
Okay. So you kind of you're shimmying after it. Make me another stealth check.
And do.
It's really been gone for a while.
Man, I thought I heard something.
Okay, so you're not like the most quiet you've ever been by any means, but
No, I'm at this point. I'm following.
yeah. So it seems to be moving really fast, and it starts to like loop around back towards the campsite, like something was keeping it from getting into the campsite in the first place.
Yeah. Anytime I get a sight on it, anytime I get within range to fling at it, which for
Make
me
your
I
attack
think
roll.
is like 60 feet, I'm gonna start flinging.
Okay. Make me a quick athletics check just so that you can try to run it down.
Yep. Oh goodness.
Oh God.
God.
So you run this thing down like you're fucking Usain Bolt, carrying like fucking psychic daggers that are you're like getting ready to...
If necessary, just so this is clear, as a rogue, I can use my bonus. I can forego my second attack, use my bonus action for dash, and double my movement every turn, and still attack.
Nice.
Nice.
So you run this thing down, and it's clearly heading back towards the campsite.
Yeah, I'm flinging at it constantly.
Okay, make your attack roll.
Will do.
That is going to disengage and fly to camp as sort of a pre-warning. You know, chittering and
That
all
hits.
that stuff.
Alright. I'm assuming I no longer have sneak attack, so just the 11.
Okay. So your psychic blades, make your next ones, because I'm sure you're doing another one.
Oh, no, I'm doing, every time that's the only one I wait for this turn, but basically, every turn that we're getting closer to camp, I'm just harrying this thing until it either turns around and I have to back off, or I kill it, or we get to within shouting range of camp and I can get help.
So
No,
you
that's
do
already
make
heavy.
it back to camp. Like you're harrying this thing, you're throwing the blades into it. Like every time that your psychic daggers hit this thing, it fizzles and spittles, and like all of a sudden, like just as you're about to breach the edge of the line for camp, where you're hollering that there's something in front of me, guys get ready. All of a sudden, it's gone, and you burst through the woods back into the campsite. And as you're all kind of standing there getting ready, you all hear a voice, and just this rich, dark, sinister voice goes, "What a lovely night for a curse."
Halbert's out, ready to fight. Let's
Fire
get on.
a stream of a little shooting star comes down from the night sky. Roll reflex saves or dex saves.
That I'm really good at.
13. Guess I'll roll one for
That
Darn.
is not great, but rolled a 5, so I'm so happy with that.
The chosen one might make it.
Woohoo! Alright, Mako too. Puppy.
Need to look at this and roll hopes.
Hope's got a +5. She's pretty good at this too.
Oh,
I
cool.
think she might be okay. Let's see if the dice agree with me. Okay. Inori makes. Theris.
And that is Mako.
Theris and Ash so far have not.
Okay.
Mako has not.
I'm checking for Karis. One sec. +1. Okay, just had to make sure.
Darn's has a modified 16.
Darn has a modified what?
16. His
16.
+1
Darn's
is
good then.
6. Okay.
Karis failed it.
Okay, so Karis, Ash, and Theris,
Mako.
and Mako.
I cannot. I'm really looking forward to Evasion.
Oh, I bet. You all take 6 damage as the shooting star hits the middle of the camp and explodes into flames. The rest of you take 3.
Quick question. Is Karis considered, for rules purposes, a tiefling?
No, he does not.
Okay. Okay. Wanted to make sure, because if he was, he'd have resistance to fire.
Exactly. So Hope takes like 1 essentially then.
We cannot add target anything. Add we can play anything. What next target?
No, not 432.
Never play.
Oh my god.
That's totally Hope's real hit point total, guys. 432.
Oh, you got this.
Right?
So
Tell
as
us
the
what to
smoke and flames that obscured all of your vision fades, what stands before you are 3 zombies and a skeletal dog-like creature that is about the size of a small horse. Like, not like a Epona little thing, but like a normal horse that's just a little on the small side. With violet flames licking from its bones, with a bone-white skull, a heavy jaw, and a thick, robust skeletal form. Its eyes burn with blue flames, and its tongue resembles black fire. And it howls in malevolent glee. Roll initiatives.
Will do.
It's like 13 seems to be my standard for today.
Okay, we got 13, 16, and 18. Okay.
Darn only has a 9. God damn this new feature. Go away.
Well, looks like Mako's all on it.
Mako's like, fuck that other dog. I'm gonna kick its ass.
Mako is like,
Nori has a 16.
Hey, Aaron, you were saying about the encounter builder earlier, I believe. If you set one up, I remember you were saying something in the last video. If you set one up, you can actually use it for an initiative tracker.
Ooh, nice. That's really nice. If this monster, if I'd actually thought to design the monster and stick it in Beyond, I would totally use it for this. But I pulled it from a third party
I've
book.
been doing it on my for my offline game. It's great.
Yeah, I'm really I'm getting the hang more and more of this. Darn, Darn has the 8.
Yeah, Darn has an 8, 9 with his
So Darn has a 9. Mako has the 20. And Karis has a 10. Okay.
Yes.
So now let's roll Hope. She has a 12. Okay. So let's roll for this critter. It has a 14. Okay. And the zombies. A -2. Zombies have a 7. Okay. So they're going dead last. Mako is on it, so he's going to go first. So let me write in Mako here.
Mako's gonna sacred flame him some bastards. Big boy, puppy dog.
Darius looks
Skull
like
dog.
he won the next. Inari. Looks like after Inari, Ash, Hope. Actually, no, it's 13. So
What?
the hound goes before.
Okay.
Ash had a 13.
Yeah,
Ash
so
and
then
Ferris
it's
are both
Ash.
at 13. Ash and Ferris are both at 13.
There's a lot of buttons I wouldn't mind revisiting.
And Theris. Yeah, 18 for Theris, so yeah, Ash has 13. Hope has a 12. Looks like Karis. And then after Karis, it looks like Darn. And then at last is the Zambies. Because their rolls were shit.
Hey,
So
Zambi.
the weird fire skeletal dog thing is going pretty much between Inori and Ash. Okay, so Mako is up. What do you do?
Sweet. I was gonna go sacred flame, but nope. Mako was gonna bless.
Okay.
Not a bad call. Not a bad call. Okay. So next up is Theris.
Who is Mako blessing?
That is a good question. So I can make a note.
Darn. Theris. And Inori.
Okay.
Okay. Darn, Karis, and Inori. All right.
Ferris is going to kind of dance around the edge because he doesn't really want to be the only person engaging the giant fire horse, but he's going to kind of dance around one of the edges and just try to kind of take one of the zombies out.
Okay.
Sadly, I don't get sneak attack for this, but
Hey, Zambies.
Make your roll.
I'm going to be testing something here, and he's going to kind of pull he's actually, going to go ahead and try out this new sword, but he's pulling it out in his offhand. So I'm going to use the Psychic Blades for my base attack, and then the sword in the offhand attack.
Okay.
But I can't actually do it the other way around.
Makes sense.
So, oh, that's not a good hit. Okay. 9, I don't know if that'll hit a zombie.
That actually does hit the zombie.
Okay, good. That's going to be 10 strike hits, and then I will take my offhand attack here.
So it's 8, 10.
I think a 24 will also hit the zombie.
Oh, God,
Yeah,
yes.
definitely hit the damn zombie. It's a zombie.
And then I don't get my dex bonus to this because it's a two-handed fighting offhand attack, but I do get 2d6 because it also deals cold damage.
Yes.
Woo!
So 4 more to the zombie. 14 total.
Okay. So it's 14. So it's feeling some pain now. Let me roll my d20. You take a leg.
Okay.
And kind
Hey!
of falls to the floor. Next up is Inori.
Quick question. Did I take the leg on the first attack?
Let's see here. Oh, yeah, let me roll his other...
No, I'm asking because if I took the leg on the first attack, that moves him prone, I believe.
Oh,
right?
yeah, go for it.
Which gives me advantage, which means I got sneak attack on the second attack.
Do it.
So I get to roll that 2d6 extra damage.
Yay! Break the zombie! Break it!
So 6 more on the second attack. So the second attack was also 10.
Okay, and it loses an arm as well.
Okay.
Yay!
Okay, so
Cut
it's lost
that
an arm and a
zombie
leg.
into pieces.
So, and it's 8, another 6 damage, so...
Yep.
This
And now it's Inori's turn.
really looking bad. Next up is Inori.
He is going to... He's going to use Hunter's Mark on Big Flamin' Doggy Pony.
Okay.
Yep. And then she's gonna go. She's like, fuck it. Both swords, it's own. There is no. Like, there's 0 fucks given today. Let's see though. That definitely hit.
It does hit.
Okay, that's damage for that one. And that's crap, but second short sword. Go, mother! Yes.
That also hits.
Damage, and for Hunter's Mark, I think it's...
So,
What the fuck the extra for? Extra 1d6 from both.
okay, so you're gonna do your extra damage.
Yep.
Roll that.
I'll just do both of them.
Okay. Alright, next up is the mysterious evil hound.
They have weaponized the wolf against us finally.
Yeah, the ranger ain't having that.
That is a definite decent amount of damage to it you did, though.
It
Ranger ain't having that.
bites at Inori. That is a clean miss.
Great miss. So she kind of like dances to the side. Nope. Is it a
It is.
is it a wide enough miss for attack of opportunity or no?
No, nothing
Okay.
like that. So next up is for Ash.
You know what? I have no idea what this thing is. I'm not gonna play around with it, so I'm gonna cast Blur, and as my bonus action, I'm going to curse it with my curse ability, and that will be my action for this turn.
Okay. And next up after Ash then is Hope. Hope is going to she's going to go ahead and do a Mantle of Inspiration, and she's going to give that to... So she's going to go ahead and give that to Mako, Saris, Inori, Ash, Karis, and Darn. And you all gain 5 temporary hit points.
Excellent. I believe Mantle Inspiration also lets me use my reaction to move, so I'm going to move around with Inori to flank Dog Horse.
Okay. Next up then is from Hope. It is now up to Karis.
Okay. Karis is just going to move in, try to finish off the guy on the ground, and then with whatever movement he has left after that, is going to try to move to a position to help, like, block them from spreading out around us.
Okay.
And so just have him swing at the one on the ground, which he does with advantage because it's prone.
Yep. He has advantage against a, prone opponent, so perfect.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
Killed Bubbly Bernie, and he dropped the claw.
11 damage to him.
He kills it.
And then he just again...
The armless and the missing leg and missing arm one, he turns around, and let's just see how he kills this thing. He does. So a tenor is... He cuts its other leg off, and whatever, foul energies that seem to be animating it just died off.
Last leg is cool.
Next up is Darn.
Karis is moving into a position to try to be able to defend if necessary.
Okay.
I'm getting a lot of interrupted noise, so if I mishear things, I'm sorry about that. I guess Darn is just going to...
They'll finish the ring without me clicking the X's. The other part. Even though the part I needed was right there, it was one fight.
Okay.
Sorry to slow down here.
Oh, you're fine. Take your time.
He'll cast Sacred Flame on the other zombie.
Okay. So I have to roll a dex save?
Yeah.
It fails.
Oh my. Alright,
Not seen one fail that bad before.
Yeah, I know. And it takes 2 damage.
Of course.
At least it's holy damage.
Yeah, radiant damage is good.
Okay, that's where I put it. Okay, alright.
Hey, Fonzie Levy, this storyline, this like...
Next up then is, let's see, so Darn's gone, so it is now the Zambies. The Zambies are going to shuffle after Karis.
Wait, I thought there was only 2 Zambies. So was it only one
There's
Zambi
2
left?
left.
Or is it 3 Zambies?
There were
Oh.
3, now there's 2.
God damn it. Why do they always come in 3s?
Darn Lily answers with bad things always come in 3s.
Yeah.
It is going to make its bite attack at Karis.
That will hit.
That will hit.
Is there an attack of opportunity in there since it's turning away from me?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna take it.
Karis takes 3 from that. And then it has his 2 claws he's going to swing at him with. That will hit.
Wow, shit.
Yep.
Karis takes 4.
Okay, so total of 7.
And his second claw misses horribly. At least, Karis only took 2 real damage from that. Because of the temporaries.
I'm gonna take that attack of opportunity.
Go for it. And eat him. Nom, 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 nom.
Is it both? Yeah, I'm a dual builder, duh. I don't know if that hits the doggy or not, but...
That will hit the zombies. That's what you were swinging at.
Okay, yeah. So zombie. First one. And second.
Okay, so that does 5.
And...
Hit. And... 13. 11. So far 11 damage? Okay.
I forgot. Bat. God damn it. I still have my bat. Bonus action, bat's going after Flaming Dog.
Let's see here. Let me write down the 11 here. Okay. So the bat is... Alright, so... Zombies are gone. Bats... Oh yeah, the other one's got to do his thing yet. Hang on.
Yep.
He's going to attack Inari, because she is closest. So he makes his bite at her and misses horribly.
And once again, she's sidestepping out of that noise.
That would hit a 15.
Nope.
Okay, so that claw misses.
Nice.
Yep.
And the other claw swings really well. Next up is Mako.
Can you take an action while concentrating? Because he's still...
You can take actions, you just can't cast another concentration spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. He is going to go for a bite.
Okay.
This will work for me.
And I assume he's biting the hound.
Yeah.
The dog-on-dog violence, guys. We're starting a dog fighting ring.
I will take back that joke.
Haha.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
Nom 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 nom.
That's actually really good damage.
Oh no. Honey, it's Trudy from work.
Okay.
All right.
She called me to work again on Sunday.
Next up is Theris.
Hey, Fruitles.
I'm up. So now I can actually go ahead and lay on into that murder horse, whatever it is.
Go.
Gonna do my double shank. This time I get my sneak attack because I'm flanking with Inori.
There you
Okay,
go.
yeah, no problem. Yep. See you tomorrow. Yep.
Okay, so your psychic blade that hits.
Yep.
Alright. So here's the basic damage for the first one, and then this sneak attack on top of that. So 16 total for that.
Okay.
And then the silver short sword in the offhand. I think that'll hit it.
Okay, that definitely hits. And let me do a thing. I have to do math, and you Okay, so
Then my
in the
damage is 1 slashing and 4 cold.
Okay, so you did 5 and...
So 1 piercing and 4 cold, my bad.
Okay. You did 5?
Yep.
Okay. Next up then is Inori.
What happened to that Zambi? Or wait, which one am I attacking again?
You and I are on murder horse.
Okay, murder doggy. Let's go do what's happening.
You can do it.
Right.
You have advantage because you and I are flanking.
Oh, sweet bits.
The misses.
That one misses.
Nice stuff.
Second sword.
That will hit.
Oh, I still got Hunter's Mark going too. I don't know if that'll work on a second hit though.
Okay, so 7.
Oh, and I've also got Bat. Go Bat.
Okay, and then you attack with the bat.
Yep. Let's see, let's go bitey bitey bats.
That misses. Wait, that's your raw roll. That's your raw roll.
Yes.
What's his plus to hit?
Shit. I think that changed went up something too, didn't it?
I think you add on your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so
oh,
yeah,
it's
that'll
14.
hit.
Yeah.
That'll hit. The
Proficiency
bat
bonus
comes
fighting.
in for a bite at, a gap in the flames.
That's not what I wanted to hit. Wrong thing. There we go.
D4 plus 3 plus 2, so D4 plus 5.
Yep, that's it. There we go.
And now it is the mysterious hound's turn. It's going to go ahead and bite at Inori. That will hit.
Make friends with this one. Make friends with this one.
You take 12 damage
Not
and roll a strength saving throw.
Ooh.
Okay, you're knocked to the ground from the force of the bite. Like, it literally, like, it manages to grab you, throw you to the ground, and then it takes its front legs, and this can't be good.
And Popcorn Stomp.
Tears at your guts, or tries to.
Does it take disadvantage to the second attack, which will cancel out its advantage?
This is just a straight-out saving throw ability. It is a bonus action
then,
for it.
Then give it disadvantage for the first attack, then. I've already had more than one attack.
Okay. My bad.
Just because Tiara's used it as defender.
Okay.
That didn't help. Okay. Good
You
shot.
tried. Alright, so now it rakes at her guts.
Thank God I'm wearing plate. Or mithril, whatever.
Jesus!
Jesus Christ!
Okay. You take 26 and roll me a Constitution save.
Woo!
You make! So you felt something just horrible and vile as its claws managed to almost find purchase all the way through your armor. Like you swear it crushed a rib or two, but you feel some kind of dark force that tried to reach into your, like, life essence to take your consciousness away.
Oh.
Dang.
Get off.
Next up is Ash.
Ash comes in. She wants in on this murder ball, and she gets an advantage on attack, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't forget your curse stuff.
I manually put it in, actually.
And you hit?
So, alright. And 14, and I'm rolling with my bonus action. I'm going to do my secondary attack,
Okay.
and I think that one misses.
The second one
that's
misses?
That on advantage still?
Yes, it would be. Yeah, roll your other one.
No, not better. Nope, I tried, guys. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I at least did 14 damage.
Let's see here. So, yeah, you did 14 to this thing.
Well, I tried to thwack it, but it dodged my thwack. But I hit it with the slashy part, so we're good. So far.
So, yeah. So, it Ashley, like, gets in there and, like, swings at it and, you know, manages to get in through the flames a little bit. Next up is Hope. Hope, seeing what just happened to Inori, she is going to go ahead and look at her spell list right quick. I'll determine what I do here. So what she is going to do is she's going to go ahead and she whispers something that just, like, tickles the back of your ear, and she touches your shoulder from the back, and you gain, you are imbued with bravery. You have heroism, so you now get 5 temporary hit points at the start of each of your turns, as long as she's concentrating on it.
Cool.
That is her action. Oh wait, she has a bonus action too. She's going to go ahead and for her bonus action, is going to go ahead and inspire Theris with her bardic inspiration. So, like, she says something, like, vaguely flirty and uplifting and just makes you feel, like, super focused. And that is Hope's turn. Next up is Karis.
Karis is just, he's going to keep, he's actually going to wail on the zombie.
Okay.
That I think got burned up a bit, but keep in range of the dog horse so he can, like, keep defending as necessary.
Okay.
I think that'll hit a zombie.
Mm-hmm.
God, yeah.
There's a zombie good.
Only 4 damage, though.
But still. He hit that zombie good. So,
Yep, and then he just cuts the rest of his action to just defend against the first attack that the dog horse makes.
Okay. And the next turn up is Darn.
Darn is gonna go over and try to heal Honori with Cure Light Wounds.
Okay.
It would be just a D8, right? Yeah. The D8 plus something?
I think it's plus your spell
modifier.
Yeah.
I'm trying to use the end notes more than the outdated notes I have. He has, go away, Claire. What is it? Plus his wisdom? That was what it was?
Yep.
Yeah, plus 3. Yeah, plus 3 to that.
So Inari heals for 9.
And that's all he got. He's done.
The zombies, one swings at Karis, the one that, you know, Karis just stabbed in the kidney. Oh, he didn't do it. So it's going to bite at him.
He's got a 17 AC.
Okay. That hits. For 2 damage.
I will note that down.
D20 plus 3. Misses.
Yeah, that one does not hit.
And the last swing with its claws.
That will hit.
That will hit. Hey, kitten. You take another 6.
Okay. Got it noted.
And the other one is going to try and get at Hope, because she's close enough now. That will hit. She takes 2 from that. And then its claws. Jesus.
It won't hurt her much.
They're all rolling crap damage. The zombies are rolling crap for damage. But damned are they not on point today.
Just wait till you see the scarecrows. They don't miss, nor do they roll low on their damage.
No! Those things are terrifying. That's 6. Hope takes 6. Okay. Let me write that in.
I'm looking for a brain, Dorothy. Come closer.
I think it's in the wrong party for that. The wrong party. Okay,
This
next
is a
up is
sneaky-
Mako.
Mako is going to toss Inori a cure wounds.
Okay.
Where the happy sound? Oh, so big.
It always seems weird when the Beyond thing updates. It always seems like kind of delayed.
Yeah, it does some weird shit, bro. Get over here.
Are we up to?
Nori's healing herself.
Yeah, puppy.
Yeah, roll your
Inori.
D8 plus your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll D8 plus 3.
Yep. Cool. 10.
She gets 10.
Yeah.
So, Inori's pretty much back into it.
Yep.
Damn.
Back in action.
Next up is Theris.
Theris is just gonna keep on just laying into this creature. This thing needs to go down.
Okay.
Our team strategy: stab until it stops moving, and then stab some more.
Yes. Did Inori stand up, by the way? Takes half your movement to do that. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't take an action or anything. I just want to make sure I ask.
Yeah, I mean, after, some of the rib pain is gone from the nice cures.
Okay, that hits.
Like
Yeah, and got this, and
There's your psychic damage.
so 14 psychic. And then, with the silver short sword, that's a crit.
Nice.
Hello.
That's going to be a D12 for that cold damage.
Yes, indeed. Give me just 1 second here, and there, got it added in, and then there's 14 damage.
Woo! Nice.
Woo.
Very nice. So, like, literally, like, when you stab at that time, you actually go through and you nick the spine really hard. You see part of its vertebrae snap, and the flames in it, literally the entire thing's flames gutter for a second.
Nice.
That one really hurt it. Next up is Inori. So Inori's gonna stand. So that's half her movement. Now roll. Do what you're gonna do.
Operation Three Strikers attack.
Pretty much, yeah. We're gonna send in Bat. Swachi, go for it!
All right. So you're gonna send in Spachi.
Yes.
Make your roll.
Come on, Swachi.
That misses. Wait, that does hit. That does hit. Because you have more than a +2 to that. So yeah. That would hit.
Yeah. More than a +2. And fighting. What the hell is this? I think it's a... Memorize this shit one of these days, child. God, I hate where it puts the fucking dice at me. Okay.
This is what the dog feels.
It probably really thought it had something. So 7. Okay. Okay. And then I assume you're attacking?
Yep, she's attacking. I know I lost Hunter's Mark because there's
Give a
no way in
bitch.
hell the concentration was gonna last through that shit. Ouch. With
Miss.
second.
Wait,
Wait, you have advantage. Roll again.
Oh, right.
Okay, so that hit. That still misses. We'll say that was your advantage. So roll your offhand.
Yep.
That hits. Roll damage.
Still have advantage. Check again to see if you get 20.
Yeah,
or not.
make sure it'll... Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
6.
And then for damage, you rolled 4 total. Okay.
Yeah. Still feeling some pain in the rib area. Oh.
Understandably. Thing did, pretty well maul you a good one. Speaking of... This time the Hound is going to attempt to attack Theris.
Give him disadvantage.
Yep, and I am working on that right now. Because, he shivved the living shit out of it.
Got hit.
Low damage.
Still open
Low
for an
damage.
attack of opportunity if I can get it. Cause fuck this dog.
Let's see. So I have to do the D12. Okay.
I believe you said that was a strength save, right?
Yes. And 10 damage.
Okay.
Wait, who was the one that was blessed? Was that Inori, Karis, and Darn?
Inori.
Me. I was one of them, yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
there's
I'll have to
one of them.
D4 to that.
Damn. Wait, you also have Bardic Inspiration.
I do I? Okay,
Yeah.
1 second.
You do have Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, I'll throw that on there. want to be safe? Because I really don't want to take all that damage.
Yeah, it hurts, man.
God, it still fails. Oh, no. Wait, the 1d4 is your other thing, right? Your psychic thingy?
1d4 was the blast.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you're good then. You're good. So
It is me and not
you just
Karis.
eat the 10 damage from the bite then. So like it bites at your arm really hard briefly. Can't seem to quite get the purchase on you for some reason that it did in Nora.
Dodgy motherfucker.
Yeah, you're a little bit dodgy, and then you literally had like the hand of the gods just kind of gently pull your arm back just enough to keep it from getting a really good grip on you. Like you literally felt them like somebody just like saving your bacon. Next up is Ash.
Ooh, what time is it, people? It's smacking one time. Alright. Attack it again. Attacking the hound.
Okay. That hits.
Oh, gee, man, I don't know. Maybe its AC is 25. We don't know. We should check.
Damn. Okay, that's a good chunk.
Bonus action attacking with the thwack.
Okay. Give it a thwack.
Smack the living daylights out of that fucking thing.
That hits. Roll damage.
Damn.
Nora and more damage. Ash smacks it with the metal part and then spins it around.
She did not fuck around. That time, like, literally, like, you watched, like, a big chunk of rib go flying off from between, the, like, Ash's 1-2 combination. Like...
Listen that for you.
Next up is Hope. And she... is going to go ahead and she insults the thing's questionable parentage.
Your mother was a toaster.
Something the effect of your mother was a chihuahua and your father was a goat.
Damn.
See what it does for this. Which save is that? Okay, that's... It fails, and...
Am I really gonna have to go to Fate the Anime to find a actual good animation of a halberd attack?
Yes. It takes 4. Okay. And now it has disadvantage on the next of its attacks. Now it also has DA period.
Nice.
Next up is Karis.
She's going to try to finish off that zombie and still keep protecting people.
Okay.
That's going to hit a zombie.
Oh, yeah.
I would say that definitely does the job. See if that damage roll.
8 more damage to the zombie.
Very good. So, that zombie
Respectable.
now has to have its chunker rolled. So he takes another leg. Karis is apparently just like, he's your back alley thug. Karis is really showing that off today because he's just been chopping legs off of these zombies every chance he gets.
Oh, yeah.
Darn is next.
Darn is going to Sacred Flame the zombie that Karis just hit.
Okay. One-legged bandit.
The one-legged bandit. Does he
Probably just
have
fell
disadvantage on that. Let me roll its... You are fucking joking me.
What I blocked out myself out there. Oh god. Yeah, I think he dodges the ray of light.
So literally, like, as the leg goes off and Darn invokes the wrath of the heavens, like, the flame jet lands exactly where the zombie was. And not where he is.
We have two very different fights going on right next to each other right now.
We really do. epic, just terrifying fight with this fucking ungodly flaming dog thing, and then there's just the zombie fail-off session.
Anyone say, Chosen One, please come save us.
I nearly spit up on my computer.
The bite misses Karis. It's going to take a swing now with its claws. This is what happens when you mock the gods, man. He eats 3, so there's 3, and then let's see, 1d20 plus 3. Miss, okay. So the second one, wow, I just typing out troll instead of roll there. The second one bites. This time at Karis. It's going for his throat, and he kind of just shambles past, misses horribly. He swings at his claws on the backswing, miss, and then tries to do an uppercut, which apparently hits.
Finally manages to log to hit. Yep.
And he takes 3.
Ferris is still up.
Next up is Mako. Those 5 temporary hit points really do help.
Karis needs the heaviest set of armor we can get him after this.
Alright, Mako's gonna go. Mako's gonna go after the half-dead flippy zombie, cause we need to just get rid of this fucker. Bye, baby.
Oh, I want to point out, Karis has the highest AC in the party.
He does? I don't have his character notes.
Wow.
Karis has an AC of 17.
Yeah, him and Darn are tied.
Oh, wow.
Because Darn's got his new plated armor.
Fair point.
Nice.
Okay, the bite misses. Wait, he should have advantage right now with all the people ganging up on this dog. So roll again.
Yep.
More dog-on-dog violence.
More dog
That is a hit. Roll damage.
Was it the dog or the zombie?
Dog.
Okay.
Okay, so this time, Mako, he goes for the throat, just out of instinct, and Lily just bites this thing's head clean off and just starts worrying at it like a dog. Mako is.
Dog.
And the flames of this creature just completely extinguish, and it collapses in a pile of bones. Next up is Theris.
Theris is going to fling one blade out at the zombie that Karis is trying to finish off, and then go in for the other one with his short sword.
Nice.
So psychic blade fling first. That is a 16.
Definitely a hit.
That's going to end up having my sneak attack added to it, so that is 14 damage to the already wounded zombie.
Yeah, he blasts that zombie out of existence, literally, you pretty much rip its brains apart so bad that it scrambles them out of its face.
And then second swing with the offhand attack at the other zombie, 18 hits, I think.
Oh, yes.
That is
1 dead
7 damage
zombie.
to that zombie.
1 dead zombie.
So that hits the other zombie.
Yeah, look at the show.
Next up is Inori. All that's left is one zombie.
No, fellowship fighter.
Slashy.
It's under the social fellowships.
That hits.
Oh, yeah.
Under prey search, fellowship fighter. Take a look at that.
That hits.
Nope.
Oh, wow. Just die, zombie.
18. 16. Okay. And I need to make my special rolly rolls.
Oh, no.
Finding out what parts fall off of them.
Oh.
She knocked its head off with one swing. And the second, she took a leg. So, she cuts its leg off at, the hamstring, essentially. So, she kind of does this, little double move where one sword takes the head and the other takes off the leg right about the knee.
Papa would be proud.
The zombie kind of flops to the ground. It's still kicking. The strange dog thing is dead. Ash is next.
Because the dog thing died, Ash heals for her level plus her charisma modifier.
There you go.
So she's back to full hit points, and she's gonna look at the zombie, and I assume I get to attack with advantage.
Yes.
Come on.
Because now everybody's got their death spiral set up on it.
Oh, if I had cursed it, that would be a critical hit.
That's why I was saying that you can use a bonus action to do that.
I think I only get a curse. That special feature only comes back after I rest. I wasted on the big monster.
I thought it was.
You're thinking the spell.
Next up is your damage. Then roll damage.
Oh, wrong damage. Well, wrong damage.
Oh, I was thinking of Hunter's Mark. I was thinking what Nori can do.
I got it. 10 damage, and I'll use my bonus action to attack it with the other side of the stick.
So you just straight out you cut this thing in half, and then as it's falling apart or falling down, you turn around and you smack it right in the middle of where the collarbone was, and you just explode the thing's ribs outward, and it just dies.
Take 2 damage off of both of those attacks because the hex is not on there. So take 4 damage total off all that.
Still splushed.
Yeah, it's still dead.
Okay, just making sure.
You murder fucked him.
Well, that's what the other pull part was for.
Oh my.
Okay, I feel better.
This is why you're the opposite of an elf.
Oh, still some pain.
So Darn, in a rare moment of being just smack talking and smart ass, goes, "Curse my fucking nuts."
Well,
don't give them any ideas.
I don't think you want them to do that. They can actually, both of them can actually do that. You may not want to ask them for that.
Ash starts poking around this hellhound thing. Is there anything else around us? Is this it?
That was literally all that y'all saw.
Just kind of yelling at the sky. Is that really all you've got to throw at us?
Please, we're almost through the night. Please.
I'll be right back.
It should be over by now.
Yeah, it should have ended 3 hours ago. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yes, Terrence is angry enough at Strahd to keep bitch-talking him constantly.
Don't tempt fate. Ah.
Oh, fuck it. I want him dead, too. I just don't think we're there yet.
Yeah. If the kidney thing doesn't work, I can shank in the mind kidneys now.
The mind kidneys, the most deadly of attacks. The most sensitive of organs.
Oh no, I'm gonna cut his balls off.
You know what? I'm for this all. I'll smack him with my stick, because it's two.
If he hadn't, he would have already been fighting us.
So as you guys are surveying your victory, a deathly chill blows across the campground. Ash, you hear a whisper in your ear. "We share a hunger, my sweet. Drink with me, and I will drink of you, and our night shall never end." There you hear.
Just helicoptering around now with my halberd.
Darius, you hear, "So willful and defiant, so much my twin. Our eternity could be bliss with you as my lieutenant."
We're not twins, I'm prettier than you.
Inari.
Yes.
He goes, "For you, my dear, avoid the moon. Just stay with me." He says something to Hope, and she immediately, you get the impression, she doesn't even wait for him to finish speaking before she tells him exactly where he can do what he can do with her rapier.
So, Strahd, you're willing to hang out with us, huh? Why don't you stick around for the sun up?
Keep hiding, coward. We'll come find you soon enough.
And the
going to
grave
shove your
chill
balls
lingers
down
about
your
you.
throat.
We're really staring into the Dragon Maw right now, guys. I just want to really say that.
Darn breaks out like a holy symbol, and it bursts into light so bright that it actually shatters the holy symbol.
Whoa.
See, this is why I don't trust the gods anymore, people. We'll handle this. Don't worry about them.
Darn goes that we are in its land. But the grave chill feeling seems to have dissipated with that starburst of light.
You know what? This is officially almost the worst day I've ever had, and that says a lot. I think I keep on having bad days while I'm here.
Well, look at the bright side, Ash. It could be way worse. You could be a baby being sacrificed again.
Wow.
I mean, that is technically the worst day of Ash's life.
The really, really bad little, like, scowl crosses her face, and she's like, okay, you're right. Another day, it's another chance to ruin this fucker's day.
Exactly. See, this is what we're going to do.
And when I do bite you, old man, you're not gonna like it! He says it out too.
I would recommend, maybe don't bite anybody.
No promises.
It seems like a bad idea. It seems like, especially in your condition, it's a real bad idea to keep biting people. Probably don't bite people.
Especially don't bite him. It will not.
I get the feeling biting a vampire would probably make the vampire thing worse.
Yes.
Pure wine is awesome, kitten. It really is. At least when it's fresh.
Ash comes to her senses and realizes, says, oh, yeah, they be biting him with, sorry.
Yeah, fighting a vampire, like, Karis goes, I'm not sure if he's trying to be kinky or if he's trying to pull something on you.
I don't know, I'm just saying, it's just...
Mari just kind of growls and says it's both.
She's gonna I'm gonna pat the halberd. Pat. This seems like a better idea. Use this.
Another weird thought goes through her head, and she's like, sure, that didn't cost me anything. Oh. Hey,
you
what's
hear...
this dog course? What's this dog thing? Anything on it? Yeah.
Ash's halberd, by the way, like, after Darn's holy symbol exploded, Ash's halberd has been glowing with, like, just a soft, pale white light this whole time.
See? Weird magic shit. He's weird magic shit. You've got weird magic shit. We're fine.
Well, we all got weird magic shit now. You said
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't do any weird magic shit.
Iceberg gave you magic. I mean, gave her magic.
No, it's just a sword. It's just a sword. Sword isn't weird magic shit. It stabs people. I know how to do that.
The ruins are just there for decoration.
Karis goes,
right?
you're literally in people's minds. I'm pretty sure that's magic.
No. See, there's definitely no magic involved because I don't know how to do magic.
Good question.
I hear things sometimes, and sometimes I can talk and other people hear things. You don't know. It's not magic.
This party has such strong problems with denial. It's amazing.
Speaking
really
of denial, speaking of problems with denial, so did the unnatural healing from the curse, did that affect any of that gnawing hunger in the back of her head right now? Or yes or no? I'm feeling out this whole hunger thing.
That just instinct to nom on things seems really quiet right now.
Just trying to figure out what abilities affect my hunger or not, okay? I'm just figuring this out. Like Ash is figuring this out.
Like, you're not entirely sure if it's just because, you know, you fucking opened that farmer up like a fucking 6-pack and chugged them all.
Bad thought. Hey, what about this dead house thing? Anything on it?
It's not on fire anymore. That's a plus, right?
Yeah.
I never seen anything like this before. Not even in my studies. What?
This is a very different fire horse than the other fire horse.
I think it's a dog, actually.
Yeah, it definitely,
like
now
a
that you can
dog.
look at its dead body, it is definitely a canid's head of some sort.
Are you raised by halflings?
I'm gonna be honest, Ferris literally doesn't know the difference.
You know, Theris actually probably was raised by halflings, now thinking about it.
Alright, son, you're too big to ride the dog. We're gonna have to get you a pony.
The Halfling Assassins Guild. Look, I'm just saying, they can get in the vents, man.
Wait, you're telling me this is the cultist murderer halfling guild?
Come on, the goddamn walls.
Go in and check on the horse, because that probably was not good.
So you go to the horse.
That's when you see the other 7 zombies ate the horse.
Probably. Ugh.
You find it like it seems too calm, but it is alive.
I actually have to ask one quick question. I want to make a point of seeing if I can find any trace of the weird goo shit.
Okay, so roll me an investigation check.
That I can do. I don't think I need to use my side boosted knack on that. I think I'll take that 24.
Yeah, I think you're good. So you find like the strange it's almost like a bunch of like fucking tiny beetle carcasses. Now that you're you found like a bunch of them, like a lot of them, and they almost they crunch underfoot and they shatter like glass.
I'm gonna just pick one up. Hell, I've dealt with weirder, creepier shit than bugs, at least. I'm gonna grab one and just kind of hand it. I'm just gonna bring it over and be like, "So, Ash, you need your distraction, right?
Yes, I love distractions. Yeah, what?
How much do you like bugs?" And just sort of shove it in her face.
Well, anything off about the bug?
And then I'll just crunch it in front of her.
Yeah, it shatters like glass.
You mean those noses in the woods?
Mm-hmm.
That was inside a deer. Along with a bunch more of them. I killed them on the way back to camp, right before the bird thing happened. Right after the bird thing.
Show me these beetles and this deer.
And the deers are ways off. The beetles are right here. If you want to come on over this way. The deer just it bashed its own brains out, and these things came out of it. The beetles are over here.
Ash takes a look at it. Anything obvious? Any rolls you want me to do?
Roll me an Arcana check. Okay.
Wait a minute.
You sense the foul black magic that made this thing. You've heard of rituals like this, where essentially it is an artificially created parasite made to take over a host's body.
Killed all of this, right?
Well, I chased it down, and it had some sort of a mind, and I'm pretty sure I broke it.
It's some kind of foul-made magic parasite.
I mean, if you see anyone still wiggling, let me know. I'll keep killing them.
I think we just kill any beetle we see right now. So are they normally beetles? Happening.
You're not sure. Like, this is almost like a work of pure theory because, like, again, you're part of an order that was kind of isolated from a good chunk of the world for a while, and a lot of this is like magical theory based on really old texts. They weren't really specific as to what created what these things go inside of. But the description of it being like a black goo is almost dead on from what you remember.
Deer bashed its own brains out to get it out.
Ash, pulls up a stick and starts pushing the things around and Mage's hands ones up and starts kind of, looking at it and kind of, writing some weird things in the ground. And, you hear her, whispering some things, in theory, you could cast this and that.
Do you want me to frame some of this for you?
No, I don't think we need to carry it. Just in case this is. No. I want to do with this foul magic.
So
Like
does it have any of the weird magic shit left on it?
Ash takes another look. Is there anything else on it that could be of use?
There's nothing that you can tell. Like, you see a lot of the lingering effects of the spell, though.
This is just residue remains. This is magic wasted at this point. It's done. Nothing of value.
I start scraping a bunch of it up.
Well, I'll let you have that. Ash kind of
Just dumping it in a bag. It seems interesting.
I've had enough interesting today.
Hey, you wanted a distraction. If you want to go check the deer, it's about, good couple 100 feet that way.
Do you check the deer?
Curiosity is strong.
It's okay, you're not a cat. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Fuck it. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, sure.
As she goes, I'm going to link with her so that I can hear anything she says.
Okay.
Just yell if you need help.
Okay. Just be careful. My brain's not been acting quite right since the whole incident.
Even hears that in your head. Yum, 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 yum.
And Inori is, looking over the horse, looking over the wagon.
As far as you can tell, so they fought the weird dog spirit thing and 3 zombies. Strahd may or may not have made sexual overtures to them. And then left them feeling like, the creep at the water fountain just walked kind of away after everybody made some snarky comments to him.
Rod's that, 5 times diverse man going to the club, and he's like, "Welcome, gentlemen and ladies, I'm here now."
Yeah.
Pretty much, I think that's on spot.
Got the schizoid slick back hair, and he's got, the golden earrings, both ears.
Dude, I'm looking at a picture of Strahd right now. He does have the slick back hair.
Really classy, actually.
The dude on the left side of my character sheet is Strahd.
Oh my god!
Yep. At least is how they've presented him, but yes. Strahd is very much this,
Seen that, that video that John kept posting before with, the whooshy smoke?
Oh, that's him.
With the creeper grin?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fully got the whole, smooth douche thing going on right now.
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a super creepy grin.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Another creepy picture.
Yep. Inori's checking the horses,
So,
starting to pack up
as you go to
things.
check the deer, roll a perception.
Yeah, I'm good at this.
You swear you saw a black and red cloak out of the corner of your eye.
Nope, curiosity done. Nope. Going back.
No, what? What do you see?
Creep.
I'm on the way.
I'm just not curious anymore. I'm coming back. Very fast. Full speed. 35 feet.
Just playing out, running up the trees and shit.
I could see pretty good in the dark, but that doesn't mean things can't see better than me in the dark, so we're good.
You even hear an amused chuckle in the distance.
Oh, fuck off, I ain't stupid. She actually said that.
I don't know about that, Ash.
Oh my god.
Remember, I'm in your head the whole time, so I'm just responding to every time you're like thinking that at yourself, I'm responding to it just to fuck with you.
So I'm supposed to sit around and wait for the creepy man to molest me? That's
Well,
what
no.
right?
No, you don't wait. You go and find him and molest him, obviously.
You told me not to bite him.
Yeah, that's why I said use your creepy magic shit against his creepy magic shit.
And hitting camp ready to roll out because fuck standing in these woods. That's all Inori's doing. Taking a camp.
As you're prepping the horse and getting it ready to go, roll perception.
Oh. Come on. Stop playing with my emotions, machine, that damn thing. La 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 la. Whoa, 2 occupied.
Yeah, okay. As you get more and more focused, you smell predator. You hear and feel like a dog's huff at the back of your neck.
Aaron, just want to give you one reminder real quick. If you ever need Inori's passive perception, Inori has the observant feat and has a passive perception of 21.
Oh yeah. That's
Okay.
Right.
All right, that's better. So
Forgot about that.
you hear it running through the woods. It sounds like something on 2 legs. You hear that dog sound. You smell the smell of like something that's been freshly killed.
He is going to turn and draw both swords. Oh no.
And a wolf's howl echoes through the forest.
Was that Mako? Ash says to the psychic link. Was that Mako? Tell me that was Mako.
That was Mako? I'm being very unconvincing.
The one time you decide not to be honest?
I figured you'd know the difference. Is it closer to you or closer to us? Can you tell, Ash?
I wasn't coming from behind me.
Then get back here as fast as you can. We're leaving.
Going very fast. I'm channeling my Jeff Goldblum. Must go faster.
Well, that does actually remind me there's something I have to do. 1 second. I have 2 hours of link with Ash.
So it's been awfully a long time since before the daylight's come up. I'm getting a little worried.
We are being just Inori is like rushing, has one sword drawn, using the other free hand to check their stuff. Like nope. Being hunted sucks.
Yeah, you guys, you're getting the impression that you guys are being watched and followed.
Are we all back together?
Hope is helping Inari now.
I'm mostly just kind of prowling around the edge of the clearing, keeping an eye out, so that we won't be surprised.
Okay. So.
Ash thinks in the back of her head, maybe more summoning magic. Maybe I should bring something with me out here next time.
You did bring something with you. You brought us.
Well, in case I have to go hunting.
Besides, it's Inori who clearly does the summoning. She called the cold. It said so. When you call a cold bird, you should call the giant cold bird back if you can call a cold bird.
I'll tell you what, if I ever can, I will.
Just let me know next time, because if you guys are gonna do that again, like, I really want to put on a coat or something. That's really cold.
It's always cold though. I mean, what? It's still in the 40s.
It wasn't when he was here, no. He made it snow extra. Like, it wasn't snowy, and then it was snowy, and it's because of him.
You know, he's using calming, is keeping herself calm by thinking of all the soft birdie feathers.
Ash is heading back. So until Ash is back, that's what she's doing. You know. If you want, I can make some athletic checks to see if I get there faster or not.
Go for it.
This is not the worst roll. You want me to make more?
Yes, roll another.
Oh, that was almost a 15.
So you like kind of like you're making really good progress, and then like as the ravine, like you start coming back up the ravine, you slip and kind of slide back down. Roll a perception.
That was almost a 19.
You hear the trees above you, like the branches, like are being heavily disturbed.
Ash looks up and has the halberd out now.
Okay. Just a second.
I see 120 feet in the darkness. Do I see anything? I mean, I know the green trees
Give
leaves
me
can
just
block
a minute.
things.
I gotta finish writing stuff right quick.
Don't make me come up there.
Thought you were coming back here.
Something's up the tree. I'm trying to see what it is.
Why?
Don't like something this close to me. It could jump down and get me. I need to back away slowly, okay?
And stopping to look is going to make it less likely to do that?
Just follow my instincts. I gotta keep my eyes on what's there. I'll back away. I promise.
Your instincts are terrible. I'm on the way.
Yeah, it's fine. I like that. Ash is, I guess, backing away from the tree, but looking.
I'm calling out, Karis, keep an eye on Inori.
And Karis like does the salute with his sword.
I'm heading out to help Ash.
Okay. And this one thing.
I swear, if it's scarecrows, I will burn down this tree.
Why do you people hate scarecrows?
You'll know soon enough.
Are you a pro secretly? I mean, is this like another weird orc elf thing?
You have a creepy hay thing with, like, blades for hands come at you and try to hug you.
I can have blades for hands.
Well, you're not made out of straw.
No, I'm made out of person, which is way more dangerous than straw.
That straw was really dangerous.
Holy shit! No, you don't see it.
Okay, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. She starts moving. She starts climbing that hill.
So you're making more noise, and as you do, the wolf's howls sound closer now.
Okay, how much closer to you was that wolfhound?
So
That sounded closer to me. She says to
You just get back to camp and don't worry about it.
just pretend it's not there.
They need to hurry. They need to hurry.
I don't know if I'm amazed with your ability to not see problems and be calm, or if I'm terrified of it. Ash is moving full speed now.
I'm not the one with things in the trees above me, so.
God damn it! Where the hell is that vain bird?
Come on, hurry up. Just keep running. I'm keeping an eye on you, and
So-
I'm gonna go into like stealth mode to just kind of follow along so I can jump in if anything happens.
No, you guys really need to teach me how to do this whole stealth thing. I gotta say, I think I need to learn to do this whole ID thing.
Well, I mean, step one is to stop rattling so much.
Could I just start sneaking back then?
Even with a 1, I rolled a 10. Wow.
I
No,
don't need to be...
just run, Ash. That's all.
Ash is running. Any more athletics there, or not?
Yes, give me one more. And...
Well, it's above a 10.
You know what? I'm actually going to use a side die on that, so I can add a d6. 1 second.
Oh.
Okay, 13. That's better. That might give me above something's passive perception.
So, as you're trying to stealth your way through, you have the feeling that now you're being shadowed. Your passive perception is, what was it?
Well, my 13 is what I got from my stealth, including my psychic die.
Okay.
So it's whatever its passive perception is. If it's 13 or if it's higher than 13, it sees me.
Yeah, it does. And it's actively looking for you too now.
Actually, like, can you talk to it in its mind, figure out what it is?
If I saw it, maybe, but why would I want to talk to it?
Maybe it's not trying to kill us.
So
then why wouldn't it say something?
So it bursts down through the top of the trees. Like you swear it had to have come up from the top floor of the trees, and like it kind of like it hasn't quite made it to you yet, but it was just so obnoxiously loud about it that you can clearly see a humanoid form with a wolf's head, claws that look like daggers for hands. And this thing is built about like Karis.
Wolfman! And then I'm going to start doing pretty much the same thing I did with the ooze thingy. And just, basically, I get 60 feet of movement around and an attack. I will kite this motherfucker.
So, did this happen in front of both me and Theron?
Oh, yeah.
Just there?
You can see it now.
Ash is gonna try to figure out what it is, though, as she probably has. She is running. She's just looking at it.
It's a werewolf.
Obviously.
There are, yes, correct, but there are certain things to take into account here.
Yeah, it's chasing after you and trying to eat your face.
Ash is gonna keep heading back to the, gonna take a full, do we do initiative or what?
Roll athletics. You're trying to outrun it.
Fair enough.
To get back to camp.
Ooh, there we go, finally, something happy.
There you go.
I'm just using movement and bonus action to dash for double movement, and that leaves my action free. If it's within 60 feet at any point, I'm flinging psychic daggers at it just to dissuade it from following us.
Okay. So you start throwing your daggers, and it does slow up a little bit, like it's having to reconsider its plan. Looking at you with, glowing red eyes that are far too intelligent for an animal.
Oh, something else, motherfucker!
Let me see here.
I'm pretty sure it's faster than,
And it kind of ghosts back into the trees.
Where the hell are they?
You guys are pretty much like, you make your way back into the clearing that you guys camped out at. Karis is like, are we fucking ready to go?
Yeah, let's go, Wolfman.
Get in the cart.
Get in the cart. Straight up, full running right into the cart. Like just one leap, bam, in.
The cart, the cart and the horse, like, they start up, and, you're starting to really make a run for it.
Ash is really looking to see where it's at now when she doesn't have to run. Let's get to town.
You make it the rest of the way. You can finally see Valaki in the distance now. As you crest
I'm just
over
pulling up onto the back of the cart, and I'm just, literally, crouched on the back of the cart with psychic blades in hand, waiting for a chance to throw it if we're being followed.
Let's see. Eldritch Blast mode is on.
I am directing this horse like nobody's business, and my batty bat is taking frontward point, just in case of something in front of us.
Are you
Archie, the scout!
Are you bothered the blind girl's driving the cart?
She can see better than you sometimes.
Just like Oh, fair enough. I guess.
Folks, like, what do you
worse
have against the poor half drow?
The actual response, actually, the second response to that is also, would you rather her be firing a bow right now?
Fair point. I'll take this. Yes, I'll take it. I will assume this logic. Yes, this works for me.
So you guys are starting to like get closer, and you come down like it's like you're coming down on actual like just a small mountain rather than a large hill. As you do, you can see the shores of a really large lake. That, you know, it's pretty. It's almost like to the horizon, wide, and you can just start making out like the other mountains on the other sides of it. You're well beyond the site of Castle Ravenloft now. When you look back behind you, because the moon, like the cloud cover is broken, and the moon is full, and you have great sight lines back. You can no longer see Castle Ravenloft or Barovia in the distance behind you. You're not even sure how long you've been on the road, because this night just seems to never end. And I want to read. There we go. So the road meanders into this valley now as you're coming down, and there's brooding mountains to the north and south. The woods kind of recede, leaving this small, like, it's a fairly small town with a nice good wooden palisade. Thick fog is just pressed up against its wall, as though looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town sleeping. And like I said, you see the big lake in the distance, like right beside of this town as well. And, like, you're all just, like, it's coming into this valley surrounded by mountains and this lake, and there's the town. As if it's just, like, standing defiant of the mists.
Where they told us to go if we were looking to find help.
Are the gates closed?
The gates are currently closed, but they are manned.
Whoa, horsey.
So they could see you coming.
Easy.
They ask who goes there. And for what business do you have coming to the town of Valaki?
Ash looks at everybody and says, "We're looking for a place to stay out the night here.
You'd like to get away from the werewolf."
They kind of chuckle at that, like, you know, children's stories kind of thing. Only there's that look in their eyes that says that they know that those stories are fucking real. And they know the hard way, and they open the gates to let you guys in.
Do what you need to do. Throw wolfbanes at us and garlic. Just please let us in.
So as you ride past the gates, you see weather-worn garlands hanging from countless festivals at this point, from these buildings, off the buildings around this. It's fairly brightly colored, in stark contrast to Barovia.
That knows what cheer is.
Yeah, it's almost like, you know,
dead flowers.
and you can smell like the floral arrangements and stuff pretty heavy in the air.
Well,
Oh, thickly sweet.
civilization.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll stash away the cart and get the horse somewhere, and I guess start looking for a tavern or something, or place to go to.
Ooh. There's a couple of nice things in here. Okay, so there is in this town, like not too far from where you guys are, you see a slouching centuries-old stone church. It has a bulging steeple in the back with walls lined with cracked stained glass windows depicting pious saints. A fence of wrought iron encloses a garden of gravestones next to the church, with a thin mist just hovering among the graves. And I assume you're going to keep going, or do you want to stop at the church?
I think Inari might know Valaki just a little bit, but kind of doesn't want to out it.
She would a little bit, yeah.
Okay. So, I've heard there's usually churches that put up visitors for free. We can find one. We could get stabling and.
Church now.
You know, the Blue Water Inn offers food, wine, and shelter to the visitors. You also know... What am I looking for? So, you know also that Valaki has endured at least one festival every week for the past several years. The Valakians believe that the festivals will keep the devil Strahd at bay. Others think they provide no protection whatsoever, and most consider them dismal affairs among the Vistani. You also know that it's probably in your best interest, unless you want to spend time in a dungeon, to not speak ill of the festivals.
Let's forsake the church. Actually, know a slightly better place.
Okay.
My guy left us some instructions called the Blue Water Inn.
Ooh. Ash seems to be whispering between Darn and talking to him like very quietly, and just we'll go with what you're going with. Yeah, we can skip over here.
Well, don't worry, Ash. We'll get you back here at some point.
We're gonna make our way that way. And by the way, there's some other things I'll tell you once we're set up. It's
Darn.
You get in private about this.
Darn's holy symbol's damaged, correct?
Oh
yes.
Yeah, it broke.
Yeah, you
boom,
see
boom.
Ash like quietly handing her holy symbol over to Darn. You know, kind of not try to super hide it, but try not to make a big display of it.
So, you come towards the...
Are we hiding these? Do we need to hide these?
No, Darn just needs a holy symbol. Just trust me, I understand.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I gotta fill my glass and stuff.
If he needs another one, I've got an egg. I've got one that I technically have had for a while, I guess. Look, the last job was complicated. Don't ask questions.
That's becoming a standard thing.
I actually do have a holy symbol, holy water and manacles, and a mirror in my inventory.
Yes.
Those came with the character sheet. I didn't pick those, just saying. Also, Darn doesn't want my holy symbol. It's a holy symbol of mask.
I appreciate the settlement, but wrong tool for the wrong job.
Is it? I would think that having, like, the god of sneaking and thievery would actually be really helpful right about now.
Definitely Ash would agree with that.
I mean, I don't really care for him, but, you know, politeness and all, right?
Civilization, guys. Surely nothing can go wrong.
Oh, yeah, in. Let's get this horse stable, this cart put away, and this poor comatose schmuck out of our hair.
I was about to say, is this guy? Maybe we should drop this guy off at the church.
Wait, we have a guy with us?
Yeah, we saved one guy that was being the 3 people being murdered by the scarecrows of doom. We saved one. Well, darn did.
I kind of blacked out the scarecrows and doom.
Ash had other problems on hand at the time. so did the farmer.
What did you do with the other one?
All right.
Buried them.
Okay, good.
We buried those who died.
It's funny as hell that you guys are like, you know, smack talking with Strahd, and you're running from the werewolf. It's so great.
Because the werewolf's actually chasing us.
Right.
Strahd's just trying to get in your pants.
Ash does not want to compute Dampier werewolf, okay? We have enough problems.
Yeah, that's the funny part. I'm like, technically there's nothing in the rules saying that can't happen.
Yeah, no.
This is underworld now.
No.
Hey, Aaron, I'm gonna tell you something. There's you remember you probably have seen those Grim Hollow books, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's rules for transformations in there, and for all sorts of interesting things you may want to take a look at.
Ooh.
Just saying.
Ooh.
Oh God, stop it.
Because giving your DM that's already evil more ideas is a good thing.
I'm down for it. Guys, I'm not the one turning into a vampire right now.
Werepire.
I'm becoming Batman.
Oh, that's man bat. That's fucking man bat.
You know what? I'm starting to get on board with this idea. This is sounding much cooler now.
Do this, Ian. Let's go.
So, as you guys go through this town, you see, like, you know, the Garland spam is real. Everyone seems to be, like, you know, trying to keep, you know, joyous, happy. Everyone's kind of talking, you know, in light voices. Everyone seems to kind of be taking this freakish night as kind of a blessing in disguise. You know, like, hey, we get another night where, you know, we have a hunter's moon hanging in the air. And...
Oh God, why'd you have to call it that? Now I'm thinking Fear the Old Blood, and that's not where we're going here.
So, should we find someone of authority to take this man to, so we could at least figure out who he is? Ash, you know, looks at the unconscious man that was, you know, sliced to near bits by, you know...
Oh, yeah. So you guys, like, you go to take a look at him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Roll me a medicine check.
He's a winger vampire.
Roll me a medicine check.
A medicine check? Oh yeah, this will go well. Oh, well, you know.
Well, damn.
That's just kind of an okay doctor. Wait, I gotta know. Okay, go ahead, never mind.
Yeah, this is now a new chapter of Grey's Anatomy, Vampire Edition.
So,
the reason why she works in surgery is she gets ready access to the blood bank.
I did not just have a similar thought at all. I just gotta do some skill retraining to get medicine. This is not unethical at all.
There's no conflict of interest here.
I help them, they give me a pint of blood.
Gray smoke issues from the chimney of this large two-story wooden building, with a stone foundation and a sagging tile roof, upon which several ravens have perched. A wooden painted sign hanging above the main entrance depicts a blue waterfall. I assume you all, like, you know, set up the horse, dismount, and all that. The dude in the cart, he seems healthy, and it seems like he should have been awake by now.
Anyone got any smelling salts? She looks at Theris.
No, I usually don't wake him up.
He helps them sleep. That's what Karis says.
Yeah, Nori did just kind of laugh at that, but yeah, oh god.
God, help I don't know if this place will be saved if we kill Strahd. We'll still be in it.
Have you ever heard of a hand of glory? It does the opposite of what you want me to do.
Oh,
Well, this guy's not waking up. He really should have been awake by now.
Well, get him to a priest then.
I mean, you could go to that church.
you can handle that, and I'll find us some rooms.
Okay.
I'll get us some rooms.
Ash looks at the name of the place. It's called what again?
The Blue Water Inn.
Ash like, okay, I'm gonna take him to the priest and I'll be back. So.
Do you need me to come along?
I think me and Darn got this. You guys handle this. I'll take Darn with me.
Here, let's keep an eye on him.
That's fair.
Karis nods. He goes, don't help too many people sleep tonight. That's what he tells you.
Nobody lets me have any fun anymore. And I'll head in with Inori, since I have the party funds on me.
That makes a lot of sense.
Hope goes along with Inori and Theris.
Alright, we weekend at Bernie this guy's all the way to the church.
Okay. Roll your deception checks.
I was kidding! I'm not. We're taking an ill man. It's not really bad. We're not doing anything really bad.
Besides, it could be the second movie. It'd be performance checks for that one.
Yeah.
I just thought the visual was funny. I don't actually want to do it.
Straight up weekend at Bernie's.
Oh my god!
Hello, fellas.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
You can just see the guard like, what are you doing with an unconscious man?
A half-orc's trying to take advantage of some poor middle-aged farmer.
Alright, you need to bribe me now before I actually have to do something.
Oh my god. So yeah, Inori's actually quite a lot more relaxed now in the inn, rather than, being chased by werewolves.
Oh god.
Whew.
Oh. So, you know the innkeeper. Met him once or twice. His name is Erwin Meritog. Fuck off. Meriktov.
I was really afraid we actually had an American here, and I was very afraid for this place.
Martikov, my bad. Look, if there's American here, this whole place is already on fire. And they're probably drilling for oil.
I'm here to kill terrorists and take oil.
And we're just telling Strahd is totally working with the terrorists, and he needs to be overthrown and replaced with our own puppet state.
No, he's a tyrant ruler the CIA put in. He's supposed to be here.
I would absolutely hate to see what way the military would intentionally botch that operation.
Oh.
I cast drone strike. I cast
Just
drone
a bunch
strike.
of vampire spawn marines running around.
Oh. Wait, you said the guy's name was Ernie, right?
But yeah,
Flew over me for a second.
I would make a crayons joke instead, but they'd be vampire spawns. So that'd be a step up for them drinking blood. So this guy is Erwin
Martikov?
Martikov. God damn it, I cannot speak today. He's like he tilts his head at you and he goes, "Wait, you're that Drow's little girl, aren't you?" Kind of waves her over excitedly.
Yes,
You know people here.
obviously.
I'm surprised. I didn't think you liked cities.
I don't.
Liam used to bring her by all the time. She was really small. Back after that whole cult incident.
Rooms. 4 rooms. For 6.
Yeah, hell, girl, how have you been? I mean, you're traveling in company now, I see.
It's been a long night.
That it has. It seems like this night has gone on for 3 days, as nearest I can tell.
Only 2 for me.
He kind of looks at you a little curious at that, and he's like, I guess that could be right.
There was a fire horse. Don't worry about it.
You know where he kind of just tilts her head. And just
Fire.
kind of turns her head back in his direction. Just shakes her head.
How many are in your company, little miss?
5 in the dog.
6.
5 and a dog.
Mako
Yeah,
counts.
hope, yeah.
Yeah, 6 and the dog. So 7.
Well, I can get you.
I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting Hope since Foxy's not actually in the game in here right now. Sorry.
Yeah. That's me. Oh wow. Well, she's having a really good day, guys. She just sent me pictures of what looks like really good Mexican food right now.
Nice.
You won't like me when I'm hungry.
I know, that's what I'm thinking right now. I'm like, TPK
That's
the party and go
incredible
make some Mexican food.
Right?
That does look good. That looked good.
Do not make me hungry. I already need to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have seen what we had yesterday. I didn't take pictures. We just devoured it all.
So he's like 6. Well, I can offer you 2 rooms. If you want to split into 3 and 3.
Good enough.
Each one would cost
We can do 3 rooms. No problem.
about 1 EP apiece.
You're gonna lean in and just go.
Food is for
Which I need to ask a question. I want to make sure I don't offend anybody, so I'm gonna ask real quiet. All right. We have some of those, but they've got his face on them. Is that gonna bother anybody here?
Well, most people in town, yes.
We found them
but
in a basement. If that helps, they're not ours.
frankly, to me, you know, coinage is coinage.
Oh
The
my
unfortunateness of whose face is on it is
God.
a
We
minor
can get them from
detriment.
him if that helps.
But I'll find a way to spend it for you.
And so there's 2 apiece.
1 for each room.
Okay, then that brings down to 97 remaining. So I will get 3 rooms with that.
He tells you that you will that hot beet soup and fresh bread comes at no additional charge, 2 times a day.
Oh, a hot meal sounds amazing.
He also says that he serves cooked wolf steaks, if you're willing to pay an EP a piece for those.
I'm gonna glance at Inori and just say, "Do you think we're gonna be here a while?"
Yes.
The inn, he also offers a pint of purple grape mash, which is a wine for 3 copper, or a pint of the superior Red Dragon Crush for a silver.
Get the good stuff.
And he says our family wine, we have our very own winery. We do it ourselves.
Trust
I'll
me,
tell you
pay
what,
for the good stuff.
I'll tell you what. I'll pay for a week ahead of time, 2 a room, 2 per room for a full week ahead. If you throw it all in, for double the price of the room basic.
Fair enough.
Are you guys playing D&D? Sorry.
Yep.
Yep.
Gotcha.
We hunted vampires.
No problem. Mav, when are you free by any chance?
We'll probably be wrapping up in about an hour-ish, somewhere in there.
Alright, I'll come back then.
Alright, man.
Alright, yeah. Enjoy your game, guys.
Thanks.
See ya.
Yeah.
So that is, I'm marking off 14 EP, which is, actually wait, no, I have to go 14 times 3, I think. It's 3 rooms, so 2, yeah, so, yeah, 42 EP is being marked off.
Okay.
That's a week full. It's a week with everything. So.
Minori's looking rather impressed at the moment.
I want to get rid of these coins. They got his face on them. Plus, we actually have quite a bit of money right now.
Yeah, we cashed in some of the jewels to get the
Yeah.
to get the horse and cart.
How many of them? I think you cashed in 2, if I remember right, from the video, right?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, and I
That
put
leaves
the
us
extra
with-
gold on my character sheet.
That leaves us with 23 left. We had 25 of those 100 gold piece gems.
Woo!
Damn.
We have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Now she's gonna ask Edward, have you seen Vidanric around?
What was that?
Have you seen Vidanric around?
He was here not too long ago. Looked like he was going on ahead to go see the rest of his kin. They left the normal ravens behind to watch over the town.
Thanks.
But he'll probably be back, I would say sometime after dawn, whenever that's going to be. Kind of looks at you guys and he's like, you know, my wine stores are getting kind of thin. I might have a job offer for you to see what the heck, to go fetch the wines from our winery.
How far away is that?
In exchange, I'll give you free room and board indefinitely if you get the wine back.
How far away is the winery?
Let me see if I can find it. There. That's kind of neat. They just gave me a picture of his family.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's actually really cool.
Anyone else having connective issues?
Nope.
Nope.
So far, no.
Yeah, you guys are all cutting out really bad for me.
Stop breaking shit.
I'm gonna exit out real fast and be right back in.
Yeah.
Fun.
Oh my god, he's gone. He's gone forever.
I was honestly expecting that first fight to go a lot longer. Because how
We
nasty that
smashed through
the
things,
critter
so,
is.
you know.
Y'all did murderize it pretty good. Where's that winery at?
What can I say? We're a burst damage party.
You guys really are. Like, you guys are so squishy. Like, I guess I want 123, maybe? Check 123.
Just to make sure, because I remember I showed you that map of Barovia that you said would look like an accurate map.
Yeah.
On that map, there is a winery called the Wizards of Wines. Is that the winery he's talking about?
Yes, it is. That would be the one.
Okay, that's about as far from us as we are from Barovia. From the town of Barovia.
So you're about half. So it's about halfway between the two, then. Okay.
Yeah, Valaki, it looks like, at least from the map I'm looking at, Valaki is like central of the whole region.
Yeah, because there's Lake
So
Darrow.
Barovia and Castle Ravenloft are about the same distance from here, going that same direction. There's just a split in the road at one point, and then to the other side, there's like an abbey and the winery and a bunch of like what are clearly, obviously, dungeons and ruins. The other way.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see if I can find anything in the book specifically for the winery.
There's a bridge
Okay, I
between
found
here
it.
and there.
I found where I need
Nothing
to
could
go
go
now.
wrong that way.
The table of contents actually worked for once, guys. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, that's doable. That's doable. Yeah, he tells you it's about halfway between here and Barovia.
Looking at it, I actually did. I looked up what's the size of Barovia. The actual size of Barovia is about 20 to 25 miles across.
Okay.
So it's about a day trip.
Okay. Yeah. So he's like, it's about a day out. Is it still on this Fallach Road? Say that it is off the main road because you guys were theoretically on it the whole time. So yeah, he tells you like there should be a fork in the road about halfway back towards Barovia. And, you know, given everything that you guys went through tonight, it was probably pretty easy to miss considering you were, you know, going full bore to get away from a werewolf. Which, you know, he does ask about the wolf's howls that he heard.
Werewolves.
Do you want me to throw the map up in the chat?
Yes, please. So
I'd appreciate
So you can, again, I'm hoping this is the right one. This is the map I have.
Oh, it's in my other book. It's in my Realm of Terror book. That's why I can't find my map.
I don't think I don't know if that's the most recent map, but that's the map I have.
Alright, Village of Barovia. There is Crest. So let's look at your map. No, don't get blown away. No.
Bye, map.
So there's Valaki. Okay, so yeah, this map has changed a fair bit.
Okay.
But that's okay. Because
Which means the map I have is not accurate. It's totally fine.
yeah.
It is.
You know, it's not just me. Okay. So you guys are... Scale for it. Okay, so you guys are up here. I'll just go ahead and show that to everybody in the chat. If the fucking exposure level will cooperate. Gotta love webcams instead of real cams. Alright, so that's there. And where they want to go is over here. In the Svalich Woods. So, yeah, you go on Old Svalich Road, you're heading west from Valaki. And you follow Svalich Road until you come up near Lake Baratok, which has a bridge. And you're going to want to take the fork right to the west, to the southwest from the bridge near Lake Baratok. And
that is roughly the same place on the map then.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it'll take you right into the...
Okay.
So, yeah, you got to go through the...
My map's not entirely wrong. That's good.
Yeah. So you just got to go through the Svalich Woods is the biggie. He thinks that might be what's going on, is maybe, like, something may have happened to the caravan or something in the woods, and they probably just got stuck or something, you know. He's not expecting it to be overly difficult.
Well, you're in luck, sir. We've got a wagon. If we need to offload from yours and put it on ours to bring it back, we can do that.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Thank you, young man. I see Inori does travel.
We head out after a night's sleep. It has been a very...
Yes, it has.
So, Inori, roll me a knowledge local with advantage.
I think in 5e that's just a history check. There's
Yeah,
not really
history.
a knowledge local.
Yeah, history with, advantage. My bad. I'm so used to, like, older editions calling, like, 15 different things.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you remember from Vidanrik that Urin Meriktov is a were-raven. He's one of the ravens from a different family.
Ah.
Of course, all the Rare Ravens are working together, but it's more of a cell structure organization at this point.
Yep. He is not going to tell the party this, though.
You do know that.
I have to resist the urge to make cacaw noises.
So, any, how long does it take Ash to get to the, church?
So you make your way to the church, and you've got, you're doing your little weekend at Bernie stint.
You don't have to, but if it's more comical for everybody, I'm fine with it. What can't you puppet with Mage Hand?
Don't even want to know.
You can do it, Mage Hand, right? So you come to...
The actual answer to that is anything that weighs more than 5 pounds, so...
Yeah.
I'll have Minor Illusion cover the rest of that.
Probably, that pretty much just means you can't mess with the head.
So you come up to St. Andrew's Church. It is a church that is dedicated to the Morning Lord. And I described this church already. A priest kind of, makes his way out. Like as you guys approach. But, okay, so, say you guys go. As you guys, go inside, he, leads you guys in.
Thank you, Father. We found this man.
There are 15 frightened Valachians inside. And those are the adults. And there are 4 children. Small children.
Do not eat the poor.
How naughty the children are.
He offers, he's great, glad that you made it. He praises the Morning Lord and hopes, end this cursed night. And he asks, what they can do for you.
We on our travels from Bravovia, the town, we found these men being attacked. We were only able to save one of them. He's not woken up, and it's been almost a day since the attack. So trying to get this man some help. I'm not a healer. And I have to move on soon. But I just want to make sure this man was taken care of.
We can do that. And he, calls over a young man who's he's pretty well, solidly built, and he kind of easily takes the guy off of your guys' hands and kind of carries him off to the back to be tended to. And he goes, he asks, so you found him in the middle, what happened?
I described mostly an attack, obviously avoiding a certain situation that is, I do not want to bring up, but I am very adamant as I'm talking about. It's when this man wakes up, I need to know who he is. I need to know. I wasn't able to save those other 2 men.
When this man wakes up, I need to know who he is and where his family lives so I can threaten him not to tell anybody I'm a vampire now.
Fair point. But Ash needs to, say she's sorry, you know what I mean? It's her mind's thought, but
I like my version better.
She's just gonna threaten to break their legs and turn them into vampire spawn.
Hand over all the blood.
Hand over a drink.
The blood bank now.
Yes, adults are kegs, kids are drink pouches. Hang over a drink pouch and nobody gets hurt.
By drink pouch, he means baby.
Darn, I'm worried the voices are getting worse. But yeah, Ash, Ash just wants to make sure this man's taken care of, and if she could find out when he wakes up and all that, and pretty much
Well,
she's just gonna
I will.
try to
I
get
don't
the hell out of there.
recognize him, but I don't know very many people near Barovia. Usually, everyone that I know lives here in Balaki. But I'll see what we can do.
Thank you. I'm gonna go check with my friends at the inn again. Just I'll stop by again when I get the chance. And thank you so much, Father. And Ash, oddly enough, tries to rush the hell out of here, despite how Darn's kind of like, maybe we should stay and talk more kind of look. But Ash is not having it. So Ash is now coming back to the inn. And now that the innocent is out of the way, okay?
That way you can murder with impunity.
Kind of, actually.
I mean, technically, he could still go back and eat the other one.
Beer can.
You don't think the hunger comes with strange voices?
Maybe he's a little better seasoned than the other one now that, he's been unconscious for a couple of days.
Must walk faster. Must walk faster.
You know what they say, the better the age, the better the flavor.
Okay. Maybe I should go to a dentist instead and get these fucking teeth knocked out.
They just grow back bigger.
Oh god! I look more like an orc than before!
Why are your fangs growing in from your underjaw? They're supposed to be on top, Ash.
Too bad you win.
You guys just start using her as a can opener.
Nom, 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 nom.
Sure you want to swap spit with Ash?
That's for me people, but man, getting into these cans, this is really handy,
Oh, I better sharpen these babies up.
And by thinking, they mean paladins.
Just keeps like a little thing of, extra farmers around us, in the back of the fridge.
Right. With a couple of paladins for a good kegger.
Oh, God.
Well, you guys are designing Strahd's lair perfectly. Thank you.
Lunch, brunch, second brunch.
There's my new mimosas.
This says it's Italian. What the hell's an Italian? It tastes delicious, though. Okay, so Ash gets back to the main group. All right, guys. He's safe and not dead. Yay. That's one less sin we don't got to worry about for now.
Okay, so, everybody's kind of reuniting back together. The inn, Danric does eventually show up. The night's starting to look like it's starting to wane, like the moon is finally moving through the sky. And dawn finally arrives at what seems like an eternity later.
Would you call that a long rest or a short rest?
Technically, you're still only on your, yeah, that's at best a short.
I'll take it.
I'm happy to sleep in if necessary.
So you guys, you wake up. What is now the next morning? The light is still just like a joke of what sun is like on your native world. You would almost think that Drow could probably, walk around without sunlight issues on fucking Ravenloft.
That's how we fix Ravenloft. We connect it to the Underdark.
Strahd eats the tadpole.
Wait.
Stop, bed. Hot food. Bad.
Strahd player, anyone?
No.
You just want to use the stats to that new dragon. I know you.
That's that dragon. It is not fun.
No.
You have to understand, that thing turns you into a mind flayer whether you make your save or not.
Holy shite! Oh.
Yeah, so no. No, hell no. No.
So,
Alright, so we're getting our breakfast, we're eating our breakfast, and Ash is like, so, what are we doing today? We going werewolf hunting? Was like kind of...
No, actually,
Oh,
we
no, I
have
wanna do
we
that.
have a job.
We get a job?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
We're gonna get some wine.
Sounds like a great job. I like this. Let's do this.
It gets us free room and board.
And wine.
Indefinitely.
That sounds like a good deal.
We just have to go into the creepy woods and find out where it ended up.
Because that's never backfired on us at all.
It hasn't backfired on me yet.
Nori's just gonna eat.
How about you share some of that luck with the rest of us?
Well, I'm coming with you this time.
Yeah,
Clearly he's afraid of me. Like, that must be what it is.
Porridge, lovely.
I'll let you test that out.
I have been. Multiple times, haven't you noticed?
Well, I mean, we've only seen Strahd once.
Don't say the name. People hate it when you say the name.
Yeah. Everyone's like, anyone that's like nearby kind of looks at you funny. When you say it, like, just loud enough, for them to hear
It
it.
makes them uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Not only that, and Nori's talking in a very, very, very low whisper. The people around here have festivals at least once a week in an attempt to keep the beast at bay.
I like parties.
I think it's a futile attempt, but the guy who runs the town is kind of iron-fisted about it.
Hey, any excuse for them to find some level of joy in this hellhole?
Are you telling me he's a party tyrant?
Well, if you can't tell by the look of the place, I guess for me it would be the feel of the place, it seems like it's become a more grim affair than festive, but don't mention it. Say nothing.
Well, I mean, I can imagine. I mean, it is still Ravenloft, but still, like I said, any excuse to try, I guess.
I'll be right back real fast, guys.
And Ari's gonna enjoy that breakfast. In fact, she's going for secondsies like it ain't nothing.
Nice.
We are still paid up for a full week, so we've got that even before the free room and board has to kick in. So we've got a week to do this.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. We've got a week to come back with it. That we're paid up for a week.
Maybe with like how good Hope's voice is, we can get like a real festival going on here. Wouldn't that be kind of cool and nice?
Makes them happy. Why not?
Wine does make any party better.
I like this plan. This is good. Let's do it.
Inori, I need to ask. You seem really nervous about this. Like, what do you know that we don't?
Things are never what they appear to be.
Is this like biting neck kind of things we don't know, or more of like
Inori, I need to ask, are there going to be any knives involved?
No. As long as you look like you're having fun.
Okay.
Is this wine more important than I actually think it is?
No, it's just they said they were running low, so we're just going to get it. The winery
Nice
is
milk
off
run for once.
like a ways out of town, so say it ran into some trouble in the woods maybe, probably just a broken cartwheel. We'll go out, grab the stuff, bring it back. We got our own wagon.
He marked it on our map, right?
They gave us directions.
Okay.
As they're werewolves, well, like, as long as you don't have to deal with them right after, murder dog and all of that, it'll be a lot easier to deal with.
What time do you want to leave today? Or is it going to be tomorrow we leave?
Darn says, like, I recommend we leave while there's still light out. And hopefully, you know, we don't have another 3 days of darkness.
Oh, Ash hands that scroll of magic missile to Hope, by the way.
Okay.
Unless someone else wants it.
That's her.
Do we want to pick up anything real fast before we leave? Maybe more potions or scrolls if there's any here in town?
I'm gonna need to repair my armor. It did take a beating from whatever the hell that giant dog thing was. I might well look at some better weapons.
Well, I mean,
I want to add the item.
well,
Scroll.
Ash is kind of
I'm gonna have some breakfast, and then I'll help Anori load the cart up.
Okay, sounds good.
And I'm going to make... Let me update the sheet right quick.
If you do want me to ask for anything for you, I will before we go.
Like what?
See if you can find a stronger bow. This one's starting to fray. She kind of hands you the bow that she had her dad repair.
Okay, alright, if you guys load up, just give me a little bit and I'll see if I can see anything about getting a better bow around here? Or...
Quick question. You said we only got a short rest out of this, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Give me just 1 second, just making a note of that.
Now I'm going to add 1d8 to Hope's hit points. Okay.
My short.
39.
Okay, I'm back at full hit points there. Oh, I need to win the D8.
Instead of being a warlock, it's pretty much everything comes back in a short rest. Not everything, but...
Oh, I'm back to full HP.
Nice. Alright, let's
So,
bookkeeping squared
I'm
away.
sorry, too short, actually. That's okay. I'm also, I'm going to, at the moment that Ash starts heading out, I'm going to link with her again, just in case she runs into trouble.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
2 hours. You've got 2 hours.
Okay, I'm moving.
So, okay. We are
If Hope
bookkeeping-
wants to come along with Ash, that would probably be good.
Hope will probably go with you. And then we will... Okay. We got everyone got their hit point die spent that aren't at full already?
Do one for Marcus. He needs to spend some of these.
Yeah.
He was actually going to use his second wind first.
Okay.
Because his second wind doesn't require hit dice.
Indeed.
That's going to just be, I believe, 1d10 plus 4. So that is 10 back for the second wind.
Nice.
And then he's going to spend 1 hit die to heal, which is another d10 plus 4. That's another 10 back. That brings him up right close enough that he's fine. He doesn't need to spend any more hit dice.
Nice.
That brings him up to 2 hit points short of his max. He feels pretty confident with that. That way he will actually recover all of his hit dice on the next long rest.
Alright, nice. Alright, guys, we're going to set that up for next week then. And, because it's hot as hell in here, I am baking. Dead middle, at the beginning of November, and I'm still sweating my balls off.
Just how intense the roleplay is.
Yeah, we had a pretty good session out of this. The Lich Hound was an interesting encounter. I was really kind of looking forward to seeing how that was going to go. That thing is scary as hell once it lands that bite.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Like-
that was actually really cool.
Up to that point, I was like, I don't know. Like, I was looking, I'm like, is this really worth it? I'm like, how often is he going to get to land this? And then I saw that it was still a bonus action for the mauling, and I was like, oh, that's good.
To be fair, like, you know, without having a whole bunch of monsters on the ground to kind of keep us all, without keeping us from focusing things down, you know, I mean...
He could have done his howl, too, which would have also helped him a lot. I forgot to do his howl, but that's all right. I'll remember it the next time I ever need to use one. Because he's scary enough that I think I can use him again at some point.
Yeah.
We have everyone's special friend still lurking around out somewhere too.
Oh yeah, I totally glossed that part. You know, we had a run-in with your special friend, and we put him back in the ground again with more fire.
Hope you all enjoyed
we
watching
to tell
us.
You about that, yeah.
It's been great. We'll be back live 1 p.m. next weekend on Sunday.
Indeed. Absolutely.
And y'all have a
Bye,
good
everybody.
rest of your week and be safe, everybody.